Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, warriors of the land of dawn. Welcome to the grand finals of Shadow Pulse. I'm your host and caster for today, Raider, and joining me on the desk, the man with ice in his veins and fire in his voice is none other than Asher. Can you introduce yourself?
Thanks for such a beautiful introduction, Raider. And it's wonderful to be here this afternoon hosting this Shadow Pulse League with you, and with our wonderful host, Average Rick, here with us. And I couldn't be more happy to see these two giants, these two great teams like BOHUT BURA HUWA and C3 Meraki fighting for the final crown in Journey of Legends, the Shadow Pulse League. And we have seen C3 Meraki showcasing some of the best drafts we have seen yet in this tournament. And what what I think they just had easy time going to the upper brackets and reaching the finals. So I'm not sure how this match is gonna go. I'm sure it's gonna be exciting as hell, but I'm just looking forward to the match. What about you, Raider?
Yes, you're very right. After weeks of intense competitions, now the only two teams remain standing. On one side, we have the unstoppable juggernauts of the upper bracket, who have made their way to the grand finals with brutal aggression and bold drafts. Give it up for team Bahut Bura Hua. And the team facing them today will be the team that rose from the ashes of the upper bracket like a phoenix, surviving elimination after elimination with clutch plays, fearless calls, and a pure heart. It's the one and only team C3 Meraki. We already know both the teams are very fantastic. It's going to be a very good match. It's going to be a best of five series played between both of these teams, and I'm very hyped up about these matches.
Yeah, definitely. I'm we have often seen even in finals, some team manages to do a clean sweep, and those things are really boring. What I'm really want to see here is a toe to toe, no holds barred match between Wat Brahua and C3 Miraki today. And I hope the guys deliver it to us, because I have been starving for a good match for a while. And seeing these two teams here in the finals is really giving me hopes that that this match is really gonna go great. So fingers crossed, really. And we're gonna start with the players introduction for both the sides. I think Brody, you might know them a little bit better, so I'll let you go with that.
Yeah, you're very right, and we already know that both the teams are very good players on both of their sides. So we are going to start off by giving both of them a bit of an introduction. So just give me a minute.
I think Bahut Bura Hua has players called Tien, Yoshi, Lapil, Duvide, Cestiliaman, and Skyfall. I'm not sure what these guys' roles are, but these guys are I've seen some of the matches these guys have been, and these guys perform really well. Like the macro, the micro, as well as the draft. These guys bring in it's really great.
Yeah, about team. Yeah, and about team C3 Meraki, we have Super M, Van Satul, Zenny, Ayomuchan, Life is a Meme, and Nox. All of them are great players. We have seen yesterday as well how well they perform, how well that jungler especially performs with the Lancelot. Like the coordination of these guys is on another level for a team. For a normal team, they are on another level. So yeah, their macro to micro, how they manage to put pressure, how they manage to contest their objectives. It's all very clean, very disciplined in a way both the teams play. So it's going to be very good. These were the players.
Definitely. And I'm not sure if you have a personal favorite. As a caster, I'm not sure I'm supposed to have a personal favorite, but definitely I'm looking forward to matches coming in from Zenny, because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, he is the EXP laner for C3 Meraki. And with the meta shifting towards the EXP lane, I'm really looking forward to the plays coming in from the EXP specifically. Although meta shifting towards the exp, and it was it was a move to slow down the early snowball that the junglers made, so they have significantly slowed down the farming rate of these junglers. But I think still there are many good junglers who have a really good potential, and they can really survive team fights, and these junglers have shown us that you can nerf the jungler's exp getting to us, but you can't nerf the junglers overall. If you're a jungle main and you know how to rotate, then you can definitely find ways around the map and definitely make it so that your team is leading in the early to late game. So it all depends on the, not all of it, but definitely the major portion of the game depends on the jungle and exp lane draft for me. And marksman lane is always going to be relevant because the late game damage belongs to them. But I feel like these two lanes, being given a significant buff and some adjustments, some minor adjustments, it's not going to affect their roles. And I think it's going to be really exciting to see what these two teams, BOHUT BURA HUWA and C3 MERAKI, brings to the draft for us. As a caster and an analyzer, I'm really looking forward to the drafts coming in from both these teams.
That's
What about you,
exactly.
Raider?
Yeah, I have the same thought, but my I don't have a favorite player, but I'm looking forward to Knock from C3 Miraki. He is a very good player. I have seen him play yesterday as well. If I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he is the mid laner of Team C3M, and the way he executes the rotations, he does the coordination, it's all top notch. So personally, he is my favorite, but I'm looking forward to all of the players that are going to play because all of them have worked equally. All of them have worked equally hard to reach the grand final. All of them have that fire in them. So I hope everyone is going to outperform each other, so we can have a total best of five series. As you said already, that we always
Yeah,
see
I
these days.
definitely want to see 5 matches, like 3 matches roaring. Don't want to see that clean sweep sort of stuff. I want to see some exciting, no holds barred, give it your all. I want to see exciting matches, and I want to see first match taken by, let's say, Bob Brawa, and then second match by C3M, and back and forth, and then the fifth match decides who's gonna be the winner. So I am really looking forward to 5 matches, but it's up to the teams and their preparation level, and definitely the hard work they have put it into the game and their scrims. So we'll be beginning soon. And what are your final thoughts
Right.
about going into this?
You're very right, and yeah, I personally I also want a five-game series because the hype on the fifth match is astronomical compared to any other, like a first match, second match. Because
Unreal.
yeah, when when it's a fifth match, then it's between that both of the teams have played their way. Both of the teams are on an equal spot. Whoever wins it is the champion. We have seen in even in the till the M5 Grand Finals. We have also seen in the like major international tournaments. Most of the matches are like this. But yeah, I really want to see a five match series here because yeah, the fifth match hype is unreal, and watching that match creates a different kind of atmosphere as well, like and a different determination in each player individually to outperform, to like be a better version of themselves compared to the last match, so they can win the match for their team. Not as an individual, they want to perform as a team in the last match to win it out.
Definitely. I want to see mostly I'm I'm a draft maniac, so I really want to see some good drafts coming in from both sides, and how they capitalize on the drafting. That's what's important. And let's see. I think we're gonna go into the toss phase right now. Not sure. Average Rick, what are we going to the toss phase right now? Are we gonna be tossing on live or? All right, so it seems that the toss has already been done by our wonderful host, Average Rick here. And the first pick is going to go to BBH, Bahut Bura Hua. So they will be starting from the blue side. And C3 Meraki will be on the red side of the map here, so they will be getting the last pick for them, C3M, whilst BBH will be getting the first pick. So, like, like it's often controversial, Raider. Like, like most teams, sometimes they want to go for the second pick, sometimes they want to go for the first pick. It all depends on the different strategies these teams have. So, like, it also provides a certain amount of edge to the team in and what according to the strategy that they have devised. Like, let's say if the first pick is YSS, I can counter it with like probably Lancelot, or maybe even a better jungler, maybe an Amon or something else. Like Amon was crazy to pull up by Kyrie in the past match that I saw. Like, like I wasn't expecting an Amon game in that game. I'm not sure like who were they against, but I think you can shed more light onto that. But definitely, I wasn't expecting an Amon in the tournament, but it was definitely like it was well suited on the hands of Kyrie, and we all know how well accomplished of a jungler he is. So that was a wild pick in my opinion, but definitely a good pick considering the buffs he
You're
has received this season. That was a really wild and really brilliant pick coming in from them.
And yeah, Coach Yeb is really a different kind. The approach he takes, like he doesn't fear in innovating different draft and trying out different draft. He trusts his boys that they are going to perform. And about who were they were against? They were against the champions of MPL Philippines, none other than Team Liquid Philippines. And yeah, after the match,
Uh,
we had a exclusive interview with Carl Cheesy as well, and that as well, he complimented Kyrie's aim and said he might try it out as well in one of the matches.
Definitely. And like, like most people were like hesitant to pick off like aim one, but I think definitely, against certain comps and certain heroes, aim one might actually be a really good assassin pick from either of the sides, depending on the draft. But like, that's something that maybe that only Kyrie thinks. So I'm not gonna say anything more on that. But definitely we're gonna be starting soon. And we're gonna be wishing the best of luck to both the teams. Best of luck, BBH, and best of luck, C3M. I hope you all perform the very best to your abilities, and like, let's see who wins this Shadow Pulse League here tonight in this best of five match.
So now, in a while, we will be diving straight into the draft phase, and it's already Team BBH have the first pick, while Team C3M follow up with the second pick here, right here. So what are you expecting? What are your expectations about the draft, actually? What do you think they can
Like
pick?
definitely, like I think jungler should be a very prio pick here, especially good junglers. Like we have seen, like in like big tournaments, like YSS and Lancelot are really being picked left and right, and these two are like in fact my favorite two assassins right now in the meta, and. I think like either of these teams can pull it off, or maybe an EXP laner such as the Lapu Lapu, or oh, they have banned the Uranus. I was just about to say the Uranus, but it seems that BBH is wary about that Uranus, and they don't want to give it to C3M right now, and they have chosen to ban it out. But definitely a solid choice in the EXP lane, that Uranus. Like although it can be countered by some of the picks, but still a very good pick nonetheless. And although I like first pick, I would definitely give the prior to like jungler, and according to the jungler you can choose to ban out certain heroes according to which you are gonna play against, and which heroes can potentially be a screwball for your jungler. So you definitely want to avoid those picks, so potentially banning them would be definitely a good idea. Speaking of which, they have chosen to ban out the box share from their side, C3M. That's a brilliant choice, I might say, considering the he has been nerfed in this meta because of the scary anti-heal he had on his skills earlier, which was really scary to go against, especially if you are anyone with heals. If you are a healer, if you are anyone vulnerable to a CC, then
Pain
that
point.
1.5 second stun is just gonna ruin your day.
You're very right about that, and the fact that he can be flexed in like three different lane makes him one of the most versatile and reliable picks in the current meta as well.
Indeed,
It's not like
indeed.
you have to play him in a
And
single.
And I'm not sure what's going on here, but they've chosen to ban out the YSS. Maybe they don't want to pick the jungler first here from the side of BBH. They don't want to give the prior to YSS here, so they've chosen to ban it out from their side. Definitely, a response would be to ban out the Lancelot, but oh, a Kalia ban. We don't see that very often these days, considering the range, has been shortened from all of her skills. So that's something that's maybe enough to keep her out of the ban section, but definitely not in tournaments because Kalia is still a solid pick in my opinion in some compositions.
With specific compositions, she can shine more than with others. Like yeah, of course. But yeah, but if you don't know that in yesterday as well, C3M consecutively banned Kalaya twice or thrice in a row. If I am not wrong, they are
It
like
might
I don't
be
know.
it might be because they want to go for a Gato or a Batang room, and they want to prioritize that for C3 Meraki because I've seen a few matches from C3 Meraki and I've seen how good Super IMM is on those two heroes. So definitely they maybe want to pick that Badang or maybe that Gatut Kacha for their side. And speaking of which, Phovius has been banned from the side of BPH, and that may be a sign for CC to be there, or maybe even an Arlot,
Might be they
possibly.
might be planning. There might even be a one in their composition.
Oh yeah, 1-1 is still open. They might even go for a 1-1. And although Irothil is still open, I would say late game 1-1 beats Irothil. Yeah,
They decided
they
to
have
ban
chosen
her
to ban
out.
out. Yeah, that was expected to happen. I'm not sure if you saw the match with Team Spirit against Homeboys yesterday, but Team Spirit
Yeah,
was wrecking hell with that
the
1-1.
Hiko's crossbow of tank really turned the match around for Team Homeboys, right? Like
And
they
that
got obliterated by Team
Tank
Spirit.
Guinevere on jungle, Tank Guinevere on jungle.
And
Really, that
they
was wild.
Team Spirit
That
is
was wild.
Team Spirit is a different case, man. Team Spirit is a different case. They have a top four finishers in both of the last World Championships in the M5 and the M4 and the M6 as well. They have finished top four, so they are not to be taken lightly by anyone. They have their draft, their micro, their individual skills, all are on a different level. Speaking of which, they have decided to pick a Lapu Lapu as the first pick. He was left wide open. It's a good
Yeah,
pick if you ask
that's a
me.
mistake. That's a mistake, if you ask me. But definitely a very good pick in the EXP lane. But I was about to say that's a mistake because Esmeralda is still left open, which is a solid counter to those shields. And along with the Esmeralda, I see that they have prior picked that Farsa in the mid lane for their side. Definitely, as you were saying, Nox's rotation as well as the team fight participation from Nox is really immaculate. So they have possibly chosen that Farsa for that very reason. And it seems they might want to pick a mage later. They might want to pick the mage pick for later, but maybe not. Maybe not. Is are these placeholders, or I'm just getting confused? Is that a Layla that I see in front of my screen? What the hell?
Okay, nah, they just told us they went in for the Gatot instead, which is quite a reliable pick, both in the EXP lane as well as the roam. But in this case, he is going to the roam.
Yeah, potentially I would have kept the room for the last pick, but it seems they don't want to give the Garut Kacha in the hands of uh, Super IMM, who is not playing today, in to my surprise. But definitely, I'm gonna be looking forward to who is gonna be there. I think it's gonna be Damien who's gonna be playing the room rule today, and I think I love Karina is their marksman player. So definitely, I'm gonna be seeing some switcheroo here. And definitely, they are saving that room pick for the last. As we come to the second phase of the banning, Irithil has been banned from their side to protect that Granger and give him the early snowball. That's a valid ban, I would say.
That's quite a valid ban, so considering how much the Aerosol can disturb the grandeur in both the early laning phase and both in the late game as well. The mobility she has, the damage. is on another level. If you compare it to a Granger, she is going to win. She is going to dominate. So yeah, that's quite an understandable, a valid ban. And we also see a Lancelot getting banned out, which is quite good if you ask me. Considering the YSS are also banned out here, but
Well, my top two junglers are gone, so I've lost interest. I'm not gonna be seeing any
you're
of them.
very right.
But no, I'm just joking. Like there are still very good options available in the jungle department. There's the Hayabusa. There's what else is there?
The
There's the
Fanny is
Nolan
still
even.
open, man. The Fanny is still open.
Oh
What do
yeah,
you
Fanny
think,
can
eh?
wreak havoc here. Definitely, if they have a Fanny player on their side, definitely they would want to pick it up with a composition like this, like the Fanny, the Esmeralda, and the Granger. Definitely, a Fanny would be a solid, damage dealer and a peeler from the side of BBH if they know how to execute a Fanny. But it seems that on their final ban, they have chosen to ban out an expert. Maybe they want to pick off another tanky jungler for their side, which I would say not really recommended because you already got two solid front lines. What else do you need? But it might
Yeah,
be
the top
another,
two. Yeah, also the top two tank junglers in the meta, Bakshi and the Fredrin, are both banned out right
the Barats is still open. Like Barats can definitely deal damage, sustain a lot. So, but it's a bit difficult to execute since the past adjustment that have been made to Barats. But definitely still a solid pick in my opinion. But, oh. What is this? Are
now.
we gonna see the
Actually,
daddy
that
Franco here in the land of Dawn here? That's crazy,
I
man.
wasn't
Those hooks are gonna be
I
really
wasn't really
problematic for the
expecting,
side of
man.
BBH.
I wasn't really
Definitely, that's an
expecting a
interesting pick.
Franco pick right here, man. I was
No,
thinking about something like a Hylos pick, man. But yeah, a Franco, that
I
wasn't
was more
expected for
I
me.
was more expecting to them to go to jungler route and save the roamer for later, but they seem to have picked up the roamer here and they want to keep the jungler pick for the last. Oh, it seems that they want to go for the Hayabusa. They have locked in the Hayabusa from the side of BBH, a very good pick, and I might say very good backline diver from the side. And despite the nerfs that he has received, like I would say, like Hayabusa at this point, he's the king of nerfs. Like he has been nerfed like every season, and considering that,
Well,
like
he
he
is
is still a
nerfed.
very solid jungler.
Yeah, he has been nerfed 3 to 4 times consecutively in every patch, every balancing patch. He has been nerfed, but still, he doesn't seem in the mood to leave the meta right now. He still is in the meta,
Yeah,
though not as broken as before. He is getting a bit overshadowed by the Lancelot right now because of the buff the Lancelot received, the YSS. But yes, he still is a solid pick in the hands of the right person.
I might see like it might be controversial of me to say, but definitely I'm seeing like a pattern like definitely a Lucas could be a very good pick here from the side of uh C3M. Well, like I let me bite my tongue and let me like swallow my words. But it seems that they have gone chosen to go for the Suyo instead. They want to go for an early aggression that we call the Zerg's Rush. They have a lot of early game heroes, and definitely they want to capitalize on that. And like late game, definitely the Granger is gonna shine. But they have a lot of early game heroes who can capitalize on the early snowball, like especially the Granger, Esmeralda, and the Farsa with the early game damages. So and the Suyo, who can forget about the Suyo? Despite being nerfed, he is, so he is a little bit vulnerable to the magic damage coming in from the opponents, but definitely a solid pick in my opinion. And maybe they have picked up the Zuxin, and despite that, if you want to go for that Suyo, it takes balls of steel to execute that. And
And
like Zuxin is considered to be definitely a good counter for Suyo. So I'm not sure how Van Morales is gonna be executing that Suyu, but definitely we're gonna be seeing some
well,
fast-paced jungle action here.
and then
And with that, we are in the land of Dawn with BBH and C3M, and these two teams are gonna be showing what it means to be the top contender in the Shadow Pulse League. So let's give it up for these two teams as they begin the jungling pattern. BBH on the blue and C3M on the red. Let's see their starting patterns. Oh, the early, poke coming in from collapse is already a bit problematic for Nox, I can see, because the Franco cannot, sustain that much damage in the early game if he does not have damage, damage reduction
Knox,
items. So definitely it's going to be a problem for Nox to, find the early game lead here. He is forced to recall. That's a bad sign for a mage, but definitely a good call considering that you're low on HP. And Franco is potentially should be looking for the jungler, but he is just lost here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm definitely seeing Karina on that Franco, and I love Karina is on Franco. But oh, early rotation coming in from Granger, taking that sky Skyfall very low.
yeah, but no casualties from any side so far. Let's see if we are going to see any clashes, considering that Suyu
Oh, here comes the
is
high iron hook on
already.
TN. TN taken very low. He's not unlocked the shadow kill yet. And oh, that buff is going to be stolen from the hands of Hayabusa. He's barely reaching level 4 here. Damien doing his work on that ranger, poking him down to the very low. And oh, he is forced to retreat back to the base. TN, not a very good game for him, I might say. But Van Morales definitely, lacking behind in the terms of farm. He's not yet level 4 yet. And the turtle is about to spawn in the next 10 seconds. And definitely that edge, whoever rotates first will get the turtle. But it seems that both the teams are making their way towards the turtle soon, and we might see a team fight very soon.
The Moscow will get the SOD as well, so there are more chances for the Moscow to participate in the Turtle Clash as compared to the Grandeur. He
Oh,
has
that's
the
a close
SOD.
one, but it's gonna be Collapse taking the turtle. First blood taken onto Van Morales by that Lapu Lapu, and Yoshi still going on strong. Forced to retreat, and oh, Lyle of Karina stuck in a very bad spot, forced to retreat using the flicker. Nox is gonna be backing away. That the loss of the jungler and the turtle fight lost as well. That's a very good engage on to Nox there. But Skyfall is probably gonna pay the price from the hands of Damien. But no, he uses the revitalize to get away just in time. That was a crazy team fight, and that was an unexpected steal coming in from Collapse. Using the lantern flare, and I might say that was one of the craziest turtle fights I have ever witnessed, because taking that early turtle means a lot, and definitely. I think that when Morales had the edge with the Soul Saber, but I don't know why he was not able to execute it. Definitely, it might be because of Yoshi.
Yes, there are multiple reasons he was not able to secure. They have the Lapu Lapu, which can easily like dive onto in the. And once he has hit his level 4 power spike, he can easily obliterate any jungler in the early game. So he has the damage, as well as we had Skyfall was also there with the AOG, and he might have zoned him out of not letting him secure the turtle. But yeah, the steal, the secure from collapse was really very good. With a Zuxian, with with a hero, specifically the Zuxian, which has no skill that deals high damage to secure, it was a very good feat.
But here comes team fight. The feather airstrike has already been used. Zesty Lemon taking down two members of C3 Meraki. A very good pick off, and I'm really happy with the pick of the Lapu Lapu here. And Zenny not being able to do so much in the early game, and he is constantly being poked by Collapse here, and that's very good sign for the team BBH here. They might get the second turtle also.
Yes, the team C3 Meraki are not looking in a very good position to contest the turtle right now. Let's see if he will be able to steal it away. No,
Oh, what a
he,
clutch coming in
this
from Zenny
time
using that Star Moon Shatter to take down the turtle. AOG coming in but connecting to no one, and he will be forced to retreat. But oh, Zenny diving in
and
into
has
into
built
the
into the
into the
wall.
enemy force again. He will be taken down. Ah, he should not have went
And
there, man.
yes, in this he went in a wrong bush and he got stunned by the spear of misery. Pinned to the wall,
Oh,
he was easily
SOD
taken
connecting
down.
on to Damien on the bottom lane. Zesty Lemon taking down very low, but Zesty Lemon still continuing his engage, and he is gonna be falling back again to the base definitely. But Damien is not freezing the waves. I'm not sure why, but that's definitely gonna give more opportunity for Zesty Lemon to farm up in this game, especially with the absence of that Sonata on Damien charges.
In this after looking at the itemization a bit, we see that the Zuxian has went in for the Clock of Destiny as a first item, which is going to make her very tanky and difficult to take down by the Suyu. And considering that he is already very behind on farm with three deaths already in the first 5 minutes of the game, it's going to be very difficult for him to farm and get some pick off.
Definitely Yoshi and Lemon here engaging on a fight here against Zenny and Damien, but we will be forced to back away. And oh, Zesty Lemon coming in with the SOD, taking down Damien there in the bot lane. Definitely, they want to put some pressure here in the bot lane. Four members of the BBH, definitely they have zoned out Zenny, and the first neutral objective, the bottom lane tier 3, will be taken down on the hands of Zesty Lemon here. Oh, but we see that Van Morales trying to find another objective here in the mid lane, but Shadow Kill is going to be used. Oh, what a beautiful AOG onto I Love Karina. I Love Karina is not able to sustain with that Franco. He will be going down in that fight. Feather airstrike to zone to enemies away, and oh, Skyfall caught in a bad spot, forced to use the revitalize there. Oh, Seni again being poked out with that lantern flare of Zuxian. And like against tanky lineups, I would say like Zuxian is still a very solid pick. Like despite the lack of the damage, like as you were saying, like like not a type of burst mage, but definitely a peel mage. Like poke mage, which you would want in your team. So it's a very good mage in my opinion. And with the presence of
And
Farsa, Franco, as well as the Esmeralda in the lineup of C3 Meraki, I think like that Zuxian is doing a really good job. 304 right now.
and And while the objective has spawned in the bottom lane, we see a solo kill coming in from the side of Zesty Lemon on towards Damien.
Whether a strike is going to be used, Tyrion with the turtle secure and a shadow kill, taking down two members of C3 Meraki. That Esmeralda is going back to base with Van Morales and I Love Corina. That's not looking good for C3 Meraki here. Skyfall looking very low. He is gonna be forced to back away. Oh, but he will be taken down by Nox at the final moment. Score 12-4, and economic lead clearly siding with this with BBH right now. And things are not looking good for C3M right now. They might want to pull back in their careers. And definitely, I would say the absence of Super IMM is clearly visible, because I see that there's been a significant change up in the lineup. As I think I saw Isle of Karina on the Ghoul lane earlier, but it's Damien on the Ghoul lane this time. And despite of like banning out the Irithel, which is like considered to be a like potential like threat for this Ranger, but I would say like Moscow can do the same but better, like as we have seen yet. And with the Trinity build complete, after a while, definitely that Moscow is gonna be dealing a lot of damage. But oh, here comes the Iron Hook and Bloody Hunt onto that Skyfall. He's gonna be obliterated from the map. His presence is removed. He is sent back to base, and definitely is gonna be definitely give some breathing room for the side of C3M. That was a beautiful Iron Hook coming in from Isle of Corina, and probably they wanna invade the jungle for TN, but TN is wary about it. He's gonna be securing that red buff. He's gonna be backing away, and oh, what a beautiful secure onto Zenny. Oh, Shadow Kill. Oh, that's SOD connects. Nox taken very low. He will be going down. I love Karina as well. While Morales caught in a bad spot along with Damien, they will be forced to retreat. Oh, but I don't think TN is done yet. TN is not done yet. And he has still the Shadow Kill remaining for Damien. He is taken down very low. But oh, clutch revitalized for Damien. Saves the day. I might say like Suyu is one of my favorite junglers, but definitely he is not like in the right setup. I would say like he definitely needed somewhat of a different tank. I might say like the tank like Franco is very hard to execute, and as we are seeing here, like he the success rate of those Iron Hook is very low. So definitely it's a challenge for the side of 3 Meraki right now.
You're very right about that. We see team C3M has a clear edge over team बहुत बुरा हुआ right now. The economic lead is already around 6,000 in the favor of team बहुत बुरा हुआ. So बुरा हुआ is not just playing; they are performing and executing. 15 kills already in in the span of less than 10 minutes. That's pure domination.
And especially with the presence of the split pusher, this Moskov as well as the Hayabusa, they have a lot more options than usual to go in to a team fight. Like Zesty Lemon, definitely dealing a lot of damage since he has reached that power spike right now. He is already sitting at a wonderful 7,894 core lead, and with the Trinity completed, he is gonna be dealing a lot of damage, and that Granger without any Sky Piercer's tracks is really a big concern for me right now. Unless you get some stacks on that Sky Piercer, that item is worthless. It's just give you some, what, 45 adaptive attack and some movement speed or something. That, yeah, without the stacks, it's just a worthless item. So definitely, I think that without any kills, that Granger is sitting ducks right now. Definitely, he should probably see, sell that item perhaps. But it is a player choice. But definitely, he can get some kills with that Sky Piercer maybe in the later game. But
At this point,
I
this
might
isn't
say
just domination. At this point, it isn't just domination. It's just destruction. C3 Meraki are being suffocated, and here we go another Iron Hook followed up with the bloody hand. TN got taken down. Here, that was a very good pick off.
that was I might say, the success rate is low, but definitely I think C3 Meraki are starting to find their ground in the match. And Zenny is doing the job of diverting the team of BBH while they are capitalizing on the bottom lane, which was a great move in my opinion. And despite the gold difference right now, it's over 5k right now, but still C3 Meraki holding their grounds. That's something you do not see every day. I think that, although Zenny has made some mistakes here and there, but definitely that's gonna be coming a clutch pick for C3 Meraki in the later stages of the game.
Yeah. A few moments ago, we saw that C3M was like backed away in a corner. Every bush, every buff belongs to Bahut Bura Hua, but right now, I see the tables are a bit balanced. The goal lead, which was around 7 to 8k, is now lowered down to only 5 to 6,000. So, Team C3M definitely are trying their best. They are slowly but surely turning around the map, giving C3. Okay, another fight coming in at the mid lane. Then he
Oh,
got
but
taken
Zesty
down.
Lemon with that Spear of Trinity, man, that Trinity build is just annoying. He just took down Zenny without any warning chances. Despite no matter how many defenses you build, you're gonna be taken down. And definitely the absence of dominance ice on that Esmeralda is a bit concerning in my opinion. But oh, Yoshi get taken down before the turtle fight, but it's gonna be a secure coming in from BBH on the turtle. Oh, that penetration coming in from Zesty Lemon is just brutal. Forced to use that Wind of Nature to survive. Damien is gonna be backing away into the corner, as well as I Love Karina and Nox to prepare for the last defense coming in from them. 12 minutes have already passed, so holy defenses are not there for the shields, and it's going to be a tough defense coming in from the side of C3 Meraki against PPH. If they manage to link, sync the links properly, I think it might be the end for C3M in this first matchup.
You're very right about that. We were seeing some kind of comeback here, but now the tables are again once again in the favor of Team BBH. Again, the Lord is marching on from the towards the mid lane. As they already said that it's past 12 minutes, the holy defenses are not there. They are already sinking the lanes as well. So so the inhibitor in the mid lane might be in danger.
But we see that
He
Van
might.
Morales trying to shield that Lord while the feather airstrike is just raining upon the members of BBH. But here comes the AOG Skyfall taking a lot of turret shots. He is going to be falling down, but no, the turret is taken down just before that. Yoshi is going to be falling on the hands of Damien. Lord is still marching, but the middle inhibitor has already been taken care of, as well as the top inhibitor might go down. But I think it might be a good defense coming in from C3 Meraki. But no, the minions have done their job. Is two inhibitor taken down from the side of C3 Meraki. Only one inhibitor and the base turret standing for their side. It might be a very tough spot for a challenge. But definitely right now, all the members of C3 Meraki are standing tall, and they might want to look to push the middle lane. But oh, the quad shadow clearing up that shadow, the minion wave was really intelligent coming in from TN, and saving that middle turret, and avoid possibly opening up the map to C3 Meraki. That was a good move when Morale is definitely stuck in a bad spot. But oh, Iron Hook and bloody hand onto TN. But Zesty Lemon capitalizes on that. Double kill for Zesty Lemon onto Nox. But oh, I don't think he will be surviving any long. He's going to be forced to back away. Another Iron Hook possibly, but no. Skyfall escapes. Zenny right now caught in a very bad spot. He will be falling down on the hands of Collapse. Things are not looking good for C3 Meraki as I Love Corina and Damien are left to defend the base as the minions march on. It's gonna be the super minions and Zesty Lemon already logged on to the tower and he is not letting go. He is just logged on to the tower. He is not letting go, and that's gonna be the end of match one for the side of BBH. It's gonna be a victory for the first match for Bahut Bura Hua. And definitely बहुत बुरा हुआ for C3M, I might say, but there's always a chance. But for this match, let's give it up for BBH. Definitely a good game, and like very good map control coming in from them. That was some of the best team players coming in from any team I've seen. And
Yeah,
definitely, I would say these junglers and like the roamer pick from C3M could be improved upon, and depending on that, I think they might find their spot in the next game. What do you think, Ria?
yeah, I think the same. They were able to stop BBH for once. They were able to defend the Lord, but yeah, after a while, Team BBH was looking unstoppable. Especially Zesty Lemon on that Moscow was phenomenal in this game. The way he targeted the back line, and he was the one who destroyed the crystal at the end as well. His presence really made the day for BBH in this match. Well, looking at the turret push, the total damage, and the teamfight participation, Zesty Lemon really nails it in this match. There's still window for comeback. Match one is goes to BBH, but we might see a reverse sweep or even a clean sweep right now. But as we already said, we are hoping for a five-match series. Team C3 Meraki
I
might have
want
lost the first
absolute
match, but
cinema.
yeah,
I want
you're very
absolute
right.
cinema.
We all want
I
absolute
want
cinema.
Yeah, I want that. I want these guys to be aura farming like Zesty Lemon was in the last game. Like, he was just, like a 10% HP, and he was like, dashing away from the tower shots and away from this Damien's Rhapsody as well as that's not, and still kept on going towards the base. And once all the members were taken down, he was just locked on to that base like it was a girlfriend or it was his girlfriend or something, like gotta take it down, so so that's what happened with Zesty Lemon. Good amount of damage and very good game coming in from both Brawa. We're gonna be seeing who takes the match number two in a while, and we're gonna be going into a short break to let the teams prepare, and we'll be back with you soon.
Guys, we're back
Welcome
after
back.
the short break.
I'll let you go right there.
Yes, after the short break, we are back right now, and we will be going in for the second match between Team C3M and BBH right now. Let's see if Team BBH will continue their domination or will we see a comeback from Team C3M. We might see anything right here. It depends on how the teams will draft and how they are able to execute their draft. So this time C3M have the first pick. What do
Exactly.
you
We saw
expect
that
in this match?
Hayabusa. We saw that Hayabusa dealing like he was just on point. That Hayabusa was just on point, and that's what I think was the beginning of the snowball for the side of Bohat Bura Hua, and definitely a solid pick. Nonetheless, as we saw, as we were discussing in the previous match, it's a very good pick. Like despite of the nerves, and like we saw it like reaching level 15 at at the 10-minute mark for from TN, which was a really great sign from them. And having the jungler lead as well as the neutral objective takedown, that's a very good sign from a jungler. Like despite the first turtle being taken by by collapse on that Zuxian by some miracle of event. But definitely I'm gonna be hoping to see a Hayabusa ban coming in, definitely a respect ban coming in from the side of C3M for that Lapu Lapu, that Moscow, or that Hayabusa, because those three were clearly a menace for the side of C3M. And like definitely looking forward to seeing these three getting banned from them. But definitely I would say like C3M could like let's step up their game a bit, because I saw that Franco and that although that Franco was able to get in some iron hooks here and there, but definitely not as substantial as some other rumors in the meta right now. So definitely I'm hoping to see a Minotaur, because Minotaur has been raging around the land of Dawn for some time right now. And like I would like to see like what could that bring for the table for the side of C3M. But it seems that the banning phase has already begun with Kalia and Zuxin being banned out from the side of C3M. And BPH, they have banned out the YSS as usual from like from the beginning of the match. So what could be looking for a second ban from their side, Raya?
There, there are many possibilities at this point. They might be banning out a Lapu Lapu here or even a Uranus. Before I even said Uranus has been banned out as expected. The amount of damage he can take, even though he can be countered by some of the heroes, but still, nonetheless, he is one of the best EXP laners right now. And about the Kalea pick here, it's just I think Team C3M hates that Kalea man, or they want to draft a comp which will be like a week for pickoff, right? Like Kalea is one of
I want to know, is the hate directed towards Kalia or the hate directed towards Sakura? Because like the skin of Sakura is really on point. So like I might say for Kalia, because like if you have seen the anime, definitely like Sakura is deserving of that Kalia skin. And like Kalia is such a wonderful and powerful hero, so definitely deserves to be in the band section. But here we can see a bit of switcheroo here from the side of C3M, banning out that Matilda on the third ban phase here from their side. And definitely here BBS still left options. Like they have a lot of options, and they might want to ban the Lapu Lapu, as C3M has the first pick here this time around, or C3M might want to contest that Lapu Lapu pick. They have clearly banned out the Matilda here. Oh, a Dang ban coming in from their side. That's clearly, oh, I didn't see that. When did Super IMM come back? But it seems that Super IMM is back, and he has logged on to that Bakshia here from the side of C3M as the first pick. As you said, that Bakshia can be flexed in three different lanes, so we don't know if it's gonna be a roamer, if it's gonna be an EXP or a jungler at this point of time. But definitely a solid pick. Like especially against healer compositions. Oh,
and we see BBH going in for the Lapu Lapu again. He is very good. We also saw in the last match how phenomenal he was for the win of Team BBH. His contribution was really high in the terms of sustaining, dealing damage. He can do literally every single thing, but they didn't go. Aren't they going for a Lapu Lapu here? They went in for a glue instead. Yeah, the Gatod is quite understandable. He is one of the most reliable roamers with the UG, with the taunt. He is very good, but I'm a bit uh, concerned about this blue pick. Yeah, he is good, but picking him up this early, I think that's a bit controversial for me.
I think that opens up a pathway for, like, the other possible counters for that glue, especially, like, that Ruby as well as the Vexana or that Faramis, who are, or even that Lunox, like, who can just really, like, deal so much damage to that glue. But it seems that C3M are in the mood for an Xborg. They want to rage fire in this land of Taunt, and they have logged into that Xborg. And definitely it was banned last game, so they have chosen to pick it up this game. Oh, and along with that, I see that they have chose to pick up that Granger this early in the game again for their side, which is a bit concerning, I might say. But definitely, that Airtel is still left open for the side of BVH. It's up to them if they want to contest it or not.
Right, and the Irithyll is still left open alongside the Harrods in here. No one picks the Harrods. I don't know why no one picks the Harrods, knowing how good he is on the international stage. He is getting picked. He doesn't get banned often, but yeah, he definitely has a very high contention rate in the international tournaments. We are seeing in the MSC, we saw in the M6, we saw in the ESL Snapdragon series. But here, no one is picking the Harrods, and he went in for a carry instead, which I would say is a very good pick against Bakshia because of the true damage. The some other marksman which can be countered by Bakshia, but if carry is definitely not one of them. She can shred tanks, she can deal damage to squishy targets. Her passive light wheel mark really plays a substantial role against tanky opponents.
I feel like, Brody, you're right. Like, it could be a very good pick for the side of BBH, but it could also spell the downfall, especially with the presence of Granger here. Like, Granger can, like, once he reaches that snowball point, that level 4, he can just start, like, ulting and, like, force that carry to back away. So that's going to be a very difficult laning for that carry against a Granger. But definitely a solid pick against Baxia as well as the Nextborg. So against 10 key lineups in particular, but, like, that's a very good, like, pick from their side. As we dive into the second phase of banning here, Kimi and Forza has been banned from both the sides here. Kimi from the side of BVH and Forza from the side of C3M, considering how threat, like, they they picked it up. The Forza was picked up for them for the last game, but definitely they have chosen to pick out, like, ban that Forza from their side. And oh, choosing to ban out the carry, definitely the presence of a glue, like, opens up the possibilities for a CC, but the counters are still left open. The Ruby is still left for contention. If this Expo decides to go for the jungle role, definitely a Ruby could be a potential counter for that glue, but I think they might want to go for an Expo ESP here. What do you think, Radiant?
Yes, you're very right. Considering the land slot is still open here for jungle, they might want
Oh,
to pick it up here as the YSS is banned out, but the land slot is wide open. And we have seen yesterday how good Van Morales is on that land slot, how good he can play. The If you were talking about yesterday, yeah, Van Morales really did shine out from the team of C3 Meraki, but here we see he did not pick up the Lancelot, he picked up the Joy instead. Now that's a good pick if you ask me. Like, yeah, the Joy is very good, but he has been nerfed recently, which has like reduced the amount of times he's picked. He still is picked in the MSC as well, in the international tournaments, in the ranked matches, but not as much as before. Both Suyu and Joy, which were dominating the last patch, have fallen out of the meta. And we also see a Paramis pick, which was quite expected, as Asher already said in every line of the draft that we might see a Paramis or a Vexana pick here. And as well as the Ruby. We didn't see a Ruby here, as the Xborg is going in the EXP lane, but yeah, we definitely saw a Paramis here.
and Faramis, and, like, I see the draft of C3M, and it seems like they have long range shots as well as, diving potential, as well as, a lot of sustainability in terms of, like, like that Joy, that Xborg, and that Faramis, like, so it's gonna be really interesting to see how they pull it off this draft. And oh, that was a questionable pick in my opinion, but the
Like,
Fredrin has been logged from the side of BBH here. And like already you have like my question was like already you have two tanky liners, so definitely you should have gone for an assassin type jungler, because like they have the Joy here, and Joy can be countered by that Fredrin up to some extent, I would agree. But once that the taunt has been used up, that Joy can just dive in and just shred your HP. So it's gonna be an
But
interesting match. And draft
instead
wise,
of
I would say both teams have done a great job here.
But yeah, man, if you ask me, the Lancelot was more of a fit, if you ask me, since they already had two tanky frontliners. And if they had a Lancelot, it would have been a constant threat for the nether realm of the Paramis. He could have forced it out very easily, as we have already seen in the past matches as well.
One
How
thorn,
good,
one thorn
how
rose,
much,
and that nether realm is gone. Like one thorn rose, and
yes,
then like that's
and
just
that,
gone.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the reason the Lancelot could have been a better pick here. But let's see how they are able to execute the draft. Even if you have a bad draft, if you are good at execution, then you might have a chance here. And considering that, but if you ask me, the damage of Team BBH is very focused around that Lilia and carry, which both like, and in the early game, the carry does not have that much amount of damage. But in the late game, surely the carry is going to wreak havoc.
But here we have dived into the land of dawn on the second match, and the invasion has already begun coming in from Skyfall here, trying to bother that Van Morales. Both teams starting at the blue buff and going for their red buff respectively right now. They both want to gank the EXP and the gold lane respectively. So it's gonna be interesting to see who gains the first blood. But oh, the engage is coming in from Super IMM are really troubling for the side of PBH right now, as Damien already starting
First,
the early poke coming in outside from his lane, and poking the shit out of that
the,
Skyfall. But
the first blood has already been scored by, yeah,
I
the first
I
blood has
missed that.
already
What?
been. The
Oh, it was
Lilia got
collapse.
scored
Oh,
onto that parameter, and we see the Joy getting the Lilia right here. He does not have the electrifying beat, but yeah, with the help of his team, he did manage to take that Lilia down. To Skyfall trying to poke down, then trying to create space for his team. But let's see. Now the Joy has the electrifying beat. Let's see if he will engage on towards that carry. He does have a chance, but I don't think he will. Dusty Lemon is trying to play it out safely, as the Grandeur is poking him down, is making him regret picking carry at this point. Like, not that much, but yeah.
definitely. As
Once
I
he
said,
has his,
early game is gonna be very difficult for Sisty Lemon to pull off, because of the range
and
disadvantage the carry has.
and at this point, Damien does not even have the Death Sonata right now. If after he has the Death Sonata, it's going to be constant poke for Dusty Lemon. The
With
turtle
that,
has
the
a
turtle fight has
point
already
here.
begun.
The grab has been used on towards Zenny right now, but he will not get taken down. The Joy securing the turtle with the retribution. The export has been taken down by the Fredrin right now, and the Paramis falls as well. It was a very good fight coming in from Team BBH. The AOG has been popped as well on towards the Joy, but it does not connect. The Baksha using the shield unity on towards the Gatot. Will he be able to back away? He is trying, but he is very low on HP. While Damien is already here, rotating from his lane, he got taken down, as well as the Lilia as well. Now he is going on towards the Fredrin. The Shadow Stampede, he has been pulled back, but he will be able to escape. That was a very good counter engage coming in from Team C3 Meraki right now. They really did equalize the goal lead which Team BBH had. So yeah, now both the teams are going back to their normal farming. Van Morales is in the
We
jungle of
see an
CN.
invasion, very good invasion coming in from Van Morales, as expected of a Joy. You want to cover the map as much as possible. You want to go here, you want to go there, you want to cut, you want to take the, all the buffs coming in from your
At the
side. But
bottom
here we
lane,
can
we
see
see
that
another fight coming in, and we see the Fredrin got taken down off screen, as well as the Paramis from Team BBH. That was a good engage from both the teams, but it was a jungler for Mage Street, so it was kind of beneficial for Team C3M here.
definitely a beneficial trade for the side of T3. And definitely, I think they have gained a 300, 400 gold lead right now over BVH, which is not significant right now, but definitely is gonna be, increasing in the later games, and they need to watch out for collapse because we saw collapse and his positioning in the last game. Although he has been taken down two times in the early game, it's gonna be a very good game for Lilia, considering the tanky lineup of C3M, especially that Xborg and that Baksha is gonna be are gonna be zoned away from that turtle. But it seems, despite of that, C3M is definitely having the edge over this turtle. They have started the turtle dance here, and TN is still not yet contesting on that turtle. He might be looking for a steal stack on his stacks right now.
And the second neutral objective, the turtle has been spawned. The Super IMM with the Shield Unity is trying there, but he will not engage on towards anyone. Zenny with his 2 damage, with his Paraga Missile trying to poke him down. But we see the grab on towards Super IM right now. Will he be able to take anyone down? He is still onto him, but he will have to disengage and back away with the flicker. Will the last insanity take him down? TN has been taken down by the Paramis right now. The shield unity has been popped again. Will he engage? No, he is just providing vision as the team C3 Mera, as the team BBH backs away. C3M will get the turtle uncontested right here.
I might say, definitely, carry was picked up, in my opinion, to counter that Xborg as well as the Bakshia. But definitely, I would have liked to see a Moscow again from Zesty Lemon, because we saw how good he was. To switch it up to for such a different wool laner is not quite fair for him, I would say. He's definitely struggling this match, and we can see that early to mid game definitely in favor of C3 Meraki, if not the late game, because Van Morales is not letting that TN farm on that Fredrin, because that farming rate definitely is gonna favor that Joy over that Fredrin, and he is just making cross map plays like it was nothing, definitely that AOG is
And
gonna be used in
AOG
the mid
has been
lane.
popped in the mid lane, but it does not connect on towards anyone. Team C3M are backing off. Super IMM, all members
I
are
think it was
connected
used
here.
defensively. I think it was used
Yeah,
defensively. But
either it was used
oh, and again
defensively or
defense
just
the use of the black
we
shoes.
might see another clash. Yeah, the black shoes has been popped from the Lilias. The shield unity on towards the Fredrin. And again, Gates coming in. The last insanity has been popped. Will the Fredrin get taken down with by the Grandeur right here? The Nether Realm gets used up, but it gets popped in no time by the team. But we see the Lilia also got taken down by the Grandeur. She didn't have the black shoes to recover this time around. The mid lane turret is in danger. We see a flicker coming in from Nox here. We will be able to pull them back, but we see Super IMM got taken down, but a flicker forward from Damien. He took down Zesty Lemon. That was a very good flicker from Damien right here. Now he is building up on the lead. In the last match he was not able to perform, but this time around he is showing that why he is also in the grand final.
And I would say, that was a no loss team fight coming in from C3 Meraki. So that was definitely a very good mid game snowball coming in from them, especially with the turtle takedown in the second phase. I think it's going to be the last turtle of this match, and all the neutral objectives, the turtles have been secured, will be secured by C3 Meraki right now. And the TN is not getting chance to farm with, he is stuck at level 8, while Van Morales is level 12 right now.
The gold and farm difference is very real at this point. The map control, every inch of the map has been occupied by team C3M right here. And another team fight, we see the Xborg uses the last insanity yet again, is able to take down the Gatot there. We see the grab on towards that Granger, but he will not be able to take anyone down. The team C3M are very low. Another counter engage, another realm also popped from Nox right here. Will he be able to save his team? No. The TN got taken down once again, and Ben Morales on that joy with the electrifying beat was able to take down Zesty Lemon from the back line as well. That was a very good engage coming in from Team C3M. A very good Nether Realm indeed. And at last, Joy came to clean up, and he really did succeed, taking out two at the end.
That was a dire escape coming in from Yoshi, I might say. That was spelling doom for him
Yoshi might get
already.
taken down here.
Oh,
He
that
is
was a beautiful
able to
sonata.
escape.
Yeah, definitely.
Yoshi
And
almost
like the,
got taken down right now. Yeah, the economic
and
systems
like
is
the
still
early
very good.
game, like previous game we saw Damien with zero stacks on that Sky Piercer, but here he is sitting comfortably at astounding 60 stacks on that Sky Piercer.
He
So that's gonna be,
Tien got taken down by
oh,
the Sky Piercer. The Zesty Lemon pops in the flicker, but he will not be able to escape as the Rhapsody connects on towards him and the 80 stacks of the Sky Piercer. Just now, Asher was saying that it's 16. Now he is sitting at a max 80 stacks. Comfortable, more than comfortably. He is living a luxury life at this point. And we see Suvan Morales going in with, but the electrifying beats he was not able to use. The Netherrealm wasn't able to reach him and he got shut down. But we see the inhibitor in the mid lane might get taken down. Another shield unity on towards TN. Will he be able to take him down? But no, he is able to escape. We might see the bottom lane inhibitor also getting pushed. But no, they are trying, they are kind of backing away. They want to go for the Lord right now. Collapse might get taken down, but no, he was able to escape as well. He had to pop in the flicker. Even
oh,
though
I would have been
Damien was
anxious if I
retreating.
was a Lilia. I would have been anxious if I
Yeah,
was Aurelia because like you have so much damage coming in from C3 Meraki, and like with like he has like he also has movement speed buffs and all, but definitely he is that's a scary position to be Aurelia against a Granger. And with that, the Lord has been taken down by the team C3 Meraki, and the Super Minions is gonna be marching with that Lord in anytime soon, and the all lanes are going to be synced perfectly, I think, because they are not clearing any waves right now. But
especially
oh, that mid lane,
you know what makes it even scarier? The 80 stacks of on that Sky Piercer on by Damien, man. Like, if you
yeah,
calculate it, it's
definitely.
going to be you are going to be executed at 12% of your max HP, and considering that Sonata also deals a good amount of damage, and he also has the impure rage, which deals 4%. Like, even if you are 25 to 20% of your HP, considering how ahead Damien is, and he takes down Zesty Lemon yet again. This might be it for Team BB8 right now as Team C3 Meraki are going in on the base, marching in. We see another grab on towards Damien, but he will not be able to take it down. Damien might take it back, taken down here. The Gatot goes in with the OG, is able to take them down, but it's not enough, and the base crystal gets taken down. GG, well played, both the teams, and well played, Team C3M. They did manage to secure this match with a clean 25 to 9 ratio. And at this time, also, we saw the marksman of the winning team, Damien, sitting like his contribution was astronomical. Like the 69% turret push and also the 33% of the total damage. That was quite phenomenal.
That's That's phenomenal
Yeah.
indeed, as well as the 80 stacks on that Sky Piercer. Only to be taken down in the late game, but the Lord and your team finishes the game, so that's okay. But like that's a beautiful performance coming in from Damien this game around. Although in the previous game he struggled around a bit, but definitely they found their pacing in the second match with the comeback of Super IMM as their roamer. So I'm looking forward to more games from them. We're gonna be back with you with a short break. So stay tuned till then. Welcome back, lovely people, to the third match between BBH and C3M. What a spectacular two matches has it been, and I was not expecting my predictions would come to. I want to see 5 matches, and it seems that team want to give me 5 matches. So I'm really grateful for that. So it means more matches for me. So definitely. So and last match was quite a curveball coming in from the side of BBH. I was not expecting that carry or that Fredrin coming in from their side. But definitely they need to pull in their draft game stronger. And again, the players have been switched around. I see that from the side of C3M. I Love Karina is back, and the Super IMM is now resting. So we're gonna be seeing the first game repeating itself, or is it gonna be another match captured by the C3M against PBH? What is gonna be? What do you think, Raider?
Yeah, I'm also thinking about it. Yeah, I think let's see if Isle of Corina is going to prove himself that he is also good. He can also lead the charge for Team
Butterflies
C3M,
born by
and
night,
without Super
guided
MM,
by
he can
lantern's
be a
light.
good replacement for him, like kind of a replacement or a good placeholder for him. Let's
Yeah,
see,
definitely.
and
And we saw
moving
a
on to the
quite a
next.
dominating, gameplay coming in from the side of C3M last game, especially Van Morales on that joy. That was scary. Like if I was in the jungle, I would be shedding in my boots if I was a Fredrin because although you can counter that joy with the that taunt from Fredrin, but definitely once that taunt is gone, you are gone as well. You are shredded, and especially with the presence of that Xborg
Your
as well,
team is banning.
it was spelling trouble and doom for them. And that Nether Realm coming in from Nox in the last game against that Clue was really, I was not expecting to see that.
My
But
team's been itching for a
Clue should
real
not be a
fight.
first pick in my opinion, man. Like there are a lot of counter picks which can affect him, affect your gameplay really badly, and you won't be able to play that hero. So
And
that's very,
then,
concerning.
con-
And
concerning,
speaking of which, we
considering the
have already
ban.
dived into the first ban. And I think, Raider, what do you think about these bans so far?
I would say Team C3M have some personal issues with the Kalea so far, and after the first match, they have decided to second. They banned out the Zuxian in the second match, and they have decided to ban her out again. And about the bans from Team BBH, I would say YSS is a very good ban. He has been banned consecutively for third match this
Your
time,
team is
won
banning.
by both the sides. And about the glue ban, I'm skeptical about that specific glue ban. I don't know, but yeah, the Uranus ban is surely a good ban, considering how strong he is. This is also the third consecutive time that
Your
he is
team
getting
is
banned out,
picking.
and we see a Moscow ban. You can say kind of it's a respect ban because we saw in the first match how good Zesty Lemon was on that Moscow. What do you think about that, Asher?
I think they want to pave the path for that Granger in the early game
Your team
for the
is
side of
picking.
T3M, and might want to prioritize on that Granger here if they want to go for it because they have banned out the Moscow specifically for that Granger. So they do want to give Damien that Granger on his hands. But speaking of which, we can see that Baxia has been already been picked out from the side of BBH. Maybe they wanna don't want to give that hero to C3 Meraki right now, but they have picked up the Baxia for themselves and as the first pick. And as you said, it can be flexed into the three different rules right now. So we're not sure if it's gonna be a jungler Baxia or is it gonna be a roam or EXP.
Yes, we are not very sure. What do you think are going to be the next picks from Team C3M right now? They have two picks, and
Payback
yeah, we see
time.
that
Your
both
team is picking.
the cards are here. Now I'm a little skeptical about this, man.
Yeah, but these are very these two heroes have very powerful ultimates, so definitely are gonna be having a lot of team fight potential. But the presence of that Baxia spells trouble for that Farsa. So I'm not sure why that Farsa was picked this early, especially with that Kimi being open, it would have been a very good pick for the side of C3 Meraki, but it seems they don't want to pick that Kimi. And I have not seen Kimi has been left open for both the sides, three times in a row, but I have not seen it
And
being picked up from either side.
even if Valentina is open, even if Valentina is open, she might be a good team for.
Some
She might be
lessons
a good
must
pick
be
for Team
learned.
BBH, but no,
Your
they went in
team
for a
is
Kimi,
soon
and
your
I
burial ground.
completely forgot about the Lapu Lapu. He has also been picked up by Team BBH right now. I was kinda expecting a Valentina pick here, considering that she will get the AOG as well as the
Storms
Feathered
remain.
Aspect to
Your
play both
team is
offensively and
banning.
defensively, but they went in for a Kimi instead. What are your thoughts about that?
You you know you know what would be a good pick here for the side of C3M on the EXP lane
Always on the
specifically,
way.
an
Your
Arlott.
team is
I'm not kidding.
banning.
He can provide so much for the team, and especially with the final slash coming in from Arlott, he can just dislocate the enemy's position and provide the chance for that Farsat to use that feather airstrike comfortably, as well as once the final slash is over, that opens up so many possibilities for that Thorn Rose, that puncture, that Phantom Execution, as well as the AOG. So that could be a
I
very
am
good
not
setup
the only one
potential
bowing
coming in
out
from
this
that
ship.
C3M if they decide to pick up the R lot. He is a very underestimated pick in my opinion and could be picked up by C3M in this match around. But in the second banning phase, we can see that they have chosen to ban out the Phobius from their side BBH. And again, banning out the Matilda is going to be C3 Meraki.
Yeah, you're very right about that, and we see Matilda and Poviat getting banned out. I'm a bit, I don't know why they are consecutively banning out the Matilda. I'm a bit skeptical, but I did think if you know about the famous comp that Baxia with uh, alongside a Matilda and a Povius, but
Mm.
Povius has been banned out from the
especially
side
with
of
the
BBA.
especially with the healer. I think these compositions really shine with the healer. Like if this Paksha decides to go in the
To me,
jungle,
your
then
team is
definitely a
banning.
healer like Florine or maybe an Angela even could save the day for the side of BBH Royer. So but it's all left to the execution. Maybe it's a hate crime against Kali and Matilda at this point from C3 Meraki, but you know but definitely good counter for possible good good watching out for those heroes. Despite receiving nerves this season, Matilda and Kalia are still very strong in this season as well, as we see on the
Magic
banning
is
board.
my life.
They are
Your
joined by
team is
1-1 from the
picking.
side of C3 Meraki. And finally, a respect ban for a Harith. What do you say about that?
Experience
I'm
the
skeptical
euphoria
about
of
the Harris ban
suffering.
because I have not seen Damien. I have not seen him play at all, and I have only seen him on the Grandeur in the last two matches. So I don't know why they have banned out a Harris here. But yeah, Harris could have been a very good pick according to me against this Lapu Lapu, against this even this Kimi and any goal laner you know the Harris is the king in the goal lane. No one can match up to how much potential the Harris has, except if you say the Bruno. No one can in turn
Let's go.
like neutralize the Harris at this point. And we also see the Irothel getting picked on. This time she wasn't banned. In the last two matches, the Irothel was banned out, but now would finally see. And your wishes
Your
have
team
came
is
true after an
vengeance.
Angela pick from the side of Team
My
BBH.
favorite.
Asher's
That's my
favorite.
favorite hero. That's my favorite
Yeah.
hero. Raider. As if you play Rome, like these healer comps are really crazy in this meta. So I'm really looking forward to the game coming in from BBH and in this drop because I'm really impressed by the way they have executed it, and the presence of the Kimi and the Ivertail. Like two moving marksmen is gonna be very troublesome for the side
Light
of
me
City
up and
Meraki here.
watch the
Oh,
world
they are answering
burn.
back with an Xbox. I'm not sure about this though, but definitely that Lancelot is gonna be substantial in the team fights. We know that the Irithil to be the direct counter for that Ranger as well as some
I
other heroes on the lineup of CT
think
Meraki. But
they they could have went in for Esmeralda right here, but yeah, against a Bakia, the Esmeralda would have been a controversial pick if you ask me. But yeah, if you don't know, Van Morales
mm,
is a beast on that Lancelot. I'm really looking forward to him in this exact match because yesterday we saw how good he performed on that Lancelot, how he contributes to his team, and he is like fearless, man. He is very fearless. He dives in, he gets a kill, and he gets out with the Phantom Execution with the puncture. He keeps dashing around. So I'm really hyped up for this match. What do you are you also hyped up?
I am hyped as well, and I think the players are hyped as well. Especially since my boy Yoshi is back on the Lapu Lapu.
Welcome
I
to
think he is
Mobile
gonna be pulling some
Legends!
spectacular moves on the Lapu Lapu. But with that, we are back into the
5
land of Dawn
seconds till
with
the
the third
enemy
match of
reaches
this
the
afternoon
battlefield. Smash them!
between C3 Meraki and Bahut Bura
All
Hua.
troops
And
deployed!
it's gonna be an interesting match. So stay tuned and glue to your seats so that you can see the outcome of this match. And we see that both junglers starting on their. I think Van Muraris is gonna start on the blue side of his
See,
turf.
the
And
almost
Goodbye!
Angela
oh,
got taken down in the
Skyfall!
mid lane. He got taken down by that Barca, but I love Karina might get taken down by the Kimi right here, and yes,
Red Team
no,
Hero
oh
has
yes,
been
he got
slain!
taken down. The Gato tried to save him with the revitalize, but it was not enough. These flashes in the early mid game, these are crazy, man. In the last match as well, we saw that there was a early crash in the mid lane, and Nox was taken out, and Nox took out that mate, that Paramus. But in this match, it's quite the
I think I
opposite.
think
This
I think
time,
they both the teams. I think both the teams, they really want to go for that early aggression. See the early invades coming in from BBH onto that lava golem is really early, but definitely they want to delay the farm from Van Morales here, and I think they might proceed to the golden. Oh, Damien seems to be in trouble. He forced to use the flicker here. Oh damn, that's an early resource
not
used
for,
for the side of C3
he
Meraki
is
here.
still trying to freeze the wave, but he might get taken down by the minion here, man. If he gets hit by a heavy crossbow here, but he won't get taken down very easily. And yes, he might get taken down, but the
Oh.
taunt is trying to go in, but he gets away with the dash here, and he is able to back away. The TN is still trying to look for Damien. Will he get taken off? He is not recalling at this point, but yeah, the knock has the revitalize, is able to take him back to a bit of a health, but now he is recalling the first neutral objective. It's about to spawn, and we see Yoshi on the Lapu Lapu going in.
Red
In
Team
three, he
Hero
gets
has been
he takes
slain!
down the Farsa. The Xborg is trying to back away. He was forced to flicker out. He is trying to back away, but will he be able to? Yes, he will. Van Morales trying to contest the turtle. He still has a retribution, but
Red
so does
Team Hero
Tien.
has
And
been
we see
slain!
Kimi coming in from behind, and then he got taken down. Another Thornrose on towards the Kimi. He
Blue
might
Team
get
has
taken
slain
down,
the
but he
turtle!
gets away with the Phantom Execution. We might see Hard Guard on towards that Irithel, but no, they back away safely. Van Morales trying to find some trade, going on towards the top lane. Damien is pushing his way, is trying to get some gold from that gold plate. That was a very good engage coming in from Team BBS, especially the flank from that Kimi. It was quite good.
Red Team Hero has
Well,
been
but that
slain!
three-man dive coming in from Yoshi, though. Speaking of Yoshi taking down Zenny again. Oh my
Well,
god, that's
man,
not looking good for Zenny at all.
Yoshi, this guy
Yeah,
Yoshi, I'm going to remember his name for his Lapu Lapu, man. I'm going to remember his name. It's crazy on this Lapu Lapu.
I told you earlier, definitely
And
I
mother
feel like that
AOG
export
knock,
was
what the
definitely a
hell?
rusty.
Why did Knock use the AOG in a empty push? He maybe thought that someone is recalling in that, but that was a complete waste of a resource. But yeah, considering the neutral objectives are not close, it might not be very costly for them right now. But yeah, it's surely one. And we see in the bottom lane the Federer Strike on towards Yoshi. Will he get taken down? The puncture or trying to the Van Morales with puncture trying to take him down, but he will be able to back away safely as Skyfall arrives right on time and saves the day for him. We might another fight coming in. We see the Shield Unity on towards two.
Killing
We
spree!
see
Double
Tien trying to
kill!
take down two. He will be able to take down with the help of Collapse here. Van Morales is really struggling in this match. He is level 6. He still is level 6 right now, and we see the gold
Red
lead is
Team turret
almost
has been
Considering that the
destroyed!
$3,000.
amount of buff that he has been invaded and he has been denied from, and I would say that's a good position to be in. But Van Morales still going in for those aggressive plays with those punctures, and definitely objective contest is a no question for the side of C3 Meraki
Blue
right
Team
now,
has slain
as
the
the second
turtle!
turtle will be taken down on the hands of TN, and I think objective wise and player prio picks wise, I would definitely say that Export,
They are
like
catching them out
Export
towards
was
Damien.
a
Will
wrong
he get
choice.
taken down? And yes, and AOG goes in as well, but he was not able to save Damien. Damien was trying to recall in the turret, but we saw the traction pulse from collapse. He was able to take down, and Yoshi once again trying to dive in, but he will back away this time around. They are trying to push the top
Mm,
lane here,
we see, we
and we
see,
also see
we see
Rescue
another
Lemon.
change up in their lineup. I think they asked for a pause here.
Yes, there might be some issues
That's
from
interesting,
one of the time. Yeah, but considering
Yeah,
what I have seen so far in this match, Collapse is really showing why he is in the grand finals. Why he is the mate of one of the grand finalists. He is phenomenal in this match so far. Like his positioning, to his damage, to his decision making, all are top notch right now. And well, we can also see the Zesty Lemon on that Irithel. He is also playing very good. He almost took down like he almost took down Damien in a solo kill in a 1v1 matchup. But yeah, Damien was able to escape, but in the end, collapsed, used the traction pulse and stopped his recall, took him down as well. So that was a very good coordination play coming in from both the teams. And now I think our wishes of getting a match 5 are going to be fulfilled by both the teams considering how they are playing. So the match has been resumed.
Red
In the
team
mid
turret
lane, we
has been
see Van
destroyed.
Morales in the mid lane. Yoshi trying to poke him down. Van Morales is at half of his health, but he will be able to back away. I think he is having some network issues.
I'm thinking like despite the network issues, like this Persa and this export picks have really been like wilding out in my brains like right now. Like there could have been better choices. Like the even the Lilia would have been a great choice for the side of Lilia, or even the Eve could have been a better choice for like Mage in terms of like appealing as well as poking from the side of C3 Meraki, but instead they went for the Farsa and the Export. I would say like Arlot and Eve in my opinion, because setup, team fights, and zoning potential wise, these two are superior, and especially with the presence of Lapu Lapu, these two could have been really good picks for their side.
They might see they are trying to go for the invade, but Nox is really zoning them out right this time. They weren't able to invade the buff this time around. The the third turtle is about to spawn in the top lane. We see Zesty Lemon is in the top lane, but Damien is at the bottom. He is trying to push, and I think he will be able to take the tier 1 at the bottom down. And at least he will get some trade because I don't think Team C3 Meraki are in any position to contest the objective right now. And we see another fight. Van
Blue
Morales is
team
taken
turret
down
has
very
been
low.
destroyed.
He is able
Blue
to
team
puncture
has
away,
slain the
is
turtle.
able to escape. No casualties from any side. But yeah, Team Damien was able to find a little trade in the form of a tier 1 turret in the bottom lane.
A breathing room perhaps in the bottom lane, but definitely things still looking still
We
dicey
see Van Morales
for the side of
trying to
CT
go in
Meraki.
with the puncture. Trying to go in with the puncture. He took Skyfall down very low, but Skyfall was able to escape. I don't think Van Morales really has the damage right now to burst anyone down. I think he at least needs a War Axe here.
Definitely, going for the Hunter Strike this early in the game was definitely a bad choice. I would have gone for the Fury Hammer, then Rorex, but he has gone for a different route here. That's quite unusual coming in from a Lancelot, but definitely like respectable, in terms of like what his priorities
Red
are.
team hero
But
has
Top
oh,
lane,
another team
another
fight finding
fight
inside
in the
to
top
use.
lane. Zesty and a hard guard on Zesty Lemon trying to take Damien down. Will he get taken down? Damien pops into Flicker, but he will not be able to
monster
escape
kill.
anywhere.
Double kill.
SPN comes in from behind as well as
Triple kill.
collapse on the skimming is really making C3 Meraki collapse, man. He is like proving his name
Especially
at
the
this point.
presence of that Bakshia with the Angela and the Kimi. Like I don't know even what to say. That's just straight up
Red team
one-sided
hero
massacre.
has been
Van
In
slain.
my opinion.
Van Morales got taken down once again in the mid lane, and it was the first time he got taken down.
Well, that is the first time for everything, but definitely it's gonna be spelling trouble for C3 Meraki as the mid lane seems to be like next on their objective list for the side of BBH here. Definitely a good choice and good neutral
Red
objective
team turret
from
has
their
been
side.
destroyed.
Sorry, good objective takedown from their side, and not neutral objective, but definitely they are also looking at some invades. Like that's very good, and I think this is gonna be giving the way for them to take the Lord here, very early Lord, and especially with the presence of Angela, they can just heal up any damages they receive from this Lord.
Yeah, and we are looking at the itemization of it. The day Damien has once again went in for the Sky Piercer and is sitting at 0 stacks again.
Oh, the history repeats itself. But really, they need to watch out for that final certainty coming in from Zenny. Although he is sitting ducks on 0-4-0 right now, but definitely that final insanity could potentially give some room for Van Morales to dive in with that puncture and steal that objective. So they really need to watch out for that. They would wanna prioritize Zenny, take down his shield maybe before starting the Lord here. But Zenny is still standing strong on his shields, and he is ready to pop his final insanity anytime that he is given the go. But it seems that a very good zoning potential coming in, and Van Morales diving solo.
Blue team has slain the Lord.
He tried to
Blue
go
team's
for
turret
that
has
clutch.
been
He tried to
destroyed.
pull on. He tried to pull off a Kyrie right there, but he failed and got taken down right there. But yeah, that was a good try. He would have got the Lord, but yeah. And if you look closely, even though team C3M is losing, but still Lancelot is ahead on farm compared to TN. Van Morales is almost 300 gold ahead, which is not too much, but considering his team is behind 13 to 1 kills here, it's a very good feat. He has proven why he is the jungler of TCM. He is proving himself at this point.
Exactly, and we can see that like economic lead clearly favoring the side of BBH right now,
Red team
but
turret has
definitely
been
Van Morales
destroyed.
holding his
Red
ground
team's
just as
turret
you
has
said.
been
But with that
destroyed.
tier 2 taken down on the top, I don't think this tier 2
Red team
is
hero
gonna
has
stand in the
been
mid.
Damien
But
got
here
defeated.
comes this
another last
lemon. The
insanity
TN
on
is
towards Damien. The last insanity got popped, but he was not able to deal. And Feather Aztec popped down as well, but he is not able to take anyone down. Damien got taken down in the mid lane. The Lord has been taken down as well. Van Morales trying to use the Thornrose is able to
Killing
deal some damage, but
spree.
he dives in with the puncture on the wrong place. He was stuck in
Red
a
team
tough
turret
spot
has
and
been
he instantly
destroyed.
got bursted down by Zesty Lemon and collapsed. And they might be able
Red
to get
team
the
ace has
inhibitor in
been
the bottom lane. And
destroyed.
yes, they do hard guard on Zesty Lemon. He might get a flicker forward from collapse right here. He might be able to take in some people down, but no, a flicker back from Zenny, a flicker and some damage from that feather death strike, some zoning saved Zenny right there. Or if Zenny died there alongside someone else, it would have been a big loss for CPM.
like what I've seen so far in the match, like don't get me wrong, but definitely I think that Isle of Karina is on the mage this time around, while Snoxton's on the Gatut Kacha.
Another
That's
crashing
wild.
pulse on towards Al of Karina, but he is able to flicker out. That he tried to engage, but he was able to force out the flicker. He did not get the kill, but that was a valuable source used from the side of C3M. We might see another engage as
And
Tian goes in with the shield unity. He might be trying to engage, but no, he backs away safely. Yoshi also used trying to engage, but he also backs away. They are not looking for an engage, but they are just they are just stating that they are
Mega
threatened. And Dusty
kill.
Lemon once again with the heavy crossbow on towards Damien. He took him down. Another taunt on towards Dusty Lemon right now. The feathered aspect has been connected as well, but will not be able to take anyone down as the hard guard gets used on Dusty Lemon and saves the day for him.
with this next neutral objective coming up, Raider, I think like BBH is in a very comfortable spot to take the slot, and I don't think Van Morales or any of the teammates from C3 Meraki can try to contest it this time
Blue
around,
team
because
has
they're
slain the
very
Lord.
far away. Van Morales is doing some macro plays, trying to clear out minion waves in the bottom wave, trying to distract the members of BBH a bit. Maybe, oh, here comes an engage coming in from TN.
But yeah, Van Morales was able to dodge it with the Thornrose and escape safely. And yeah, looking at Damien here, he is doing what he did in the first match once again with zero stacks on that Sky Piercer. He should sell it out, but it's the player's choice after all. And we see
Well,
another
sometimes you're rich,
engage
sometimes
on
you're poor, you know.
match down. Yeah, you're very right, and there would and the Lord might get the Lord will not be able to do anything because the waves weren't synced properly this time around, and they weren't able to do much with this Lord as the Lord is down, and they weren't even able to take down any inhibitor. That's still one enhanced minion wave. The inhibitor in the mid lane might get taken down. Hard guard on towards Zesty Lemon, trying to make give him some movement speed and sustainability. Van Morales might get taken down here. He is taken down very low, but he is able to back away with the Phantom Execution, and and both the inhibitors are still standing. A bit of a macro, a bit of a macro thing from team the BBH was missed here. They weren't able to swing the wave properly, but yeah, they still have that big economic lead on their side. Van Morales trying to go in with the Phantom Execution, uses Puncture as well, trying to back away. Thornrose hasn't popped as well. Nox trying to save him, but Van Morales will be get taken down. The AOG has been used defensively. Another hard guard on towards Lefty Lemon, trying to heal him
Legendary.
completely. Collapse takes down Zenny. Traction Pulse on Grand Damien, but he is able to back away. And that was a very good engage coming in from Team BBH once again.
That was a very good defense coming in from C3 Meraki as well, I might say. Like, defending for 3, 4 waves of consecutive minion waves, super minion waves nonetheless, like that's quite impressive considering the amount of, like, the goal lead your opponents have. And, like that amount of defense, like, takes, like, certain amount of discipline from the players. So that's a very good defense pulled up by the team C3 Meraki here. But despite that, the core lead and the scores are not shifting. They're still stuck at just one kill on the board, and definitely BBH is leading on the scoreboard right now. But they are not finding the right opportunity to end the game as of yet.
And we see on might be and Zesty Lemon. Just look at the damage from Zesty Lemon. Only the poke took Van Morales at almost 50% of his HP in the mid lane. Collapse trying to deal damage on towards that expert, but he has the radiant armor. The damage is reduced a bit, and he was able to back away. The third neutral objective is on Zesty Lemon at the top lane, trying to create some lane pressure while his team is at the Lord. The whole Zesty Lemon might get taken down here. Zesty Lemon is not trying to go for the Lord. He wants to clear the wave, but he might get ganged upon by Team C3 Meraki right now. They have the opportunity.
Go. They're
Zesty
just
Lemon
hiding
trying to
in the
go.
bushes. They're just trying to find something right now.
But we Zesty Lemon going in with the heavy crossbow. The Wind of Nature has been forced, but he
Monster
will not
kill.
be able to save Damien this time around. The The hard guard also casted on
Double
towards Zesty
kill.
Lemon yet again, and Yoshi on that Lapu Lapu. This guy is crazy, man. Van Morales trying to go in with the puncture, is trying to save the match for Team C3M, but he will not be able to do much as minion wave keeps marching, and the hard guard once again got cast, and Van Morales got bursted
Red
down.
team base
Look
turret has
at
been
the
destroyed.
damage, and this is a complete wipeout from the side of Team BBH as the base crystal gets taken down. Really well played, both the teams. Congratulations, Team BBH, for this
Victory!
win. You guys played phenomenally.
With that, I think that BBH have reached the match point. What do you think about that, Raider? It might be just one match and it's all over for C3 Meraki.
Yeah, and I've been seeing the performance, but let's see what's going to happen. I'm really hoping for a comeback from P3 Mirage so we can get that five-man series we all have been craving for, man. We all are really craving for that fifth match. But let's see if P3 Mirage can stand up to our hope, stand up to BBH, and take them down one match to like make it even. But right now, as of right now, BBH are at match point. Mhm. The third match is over
All
right now.
right. So we'll be tuning into a short break. In during that break, our dear host Everett Rick, will be announcing a diamonds giveaway. So stay tuned for that and keep watching Shadow Pulse League, guys. Over to you, Everett Rick.
Hello everyone. I'm back to the stream. So hi Saurav, Jiren, Tomi, Shelly, Wanglin, Kuroyami, Alemla, Sunflower, everyone. Welcome to the stream as well. So today our casters are Asher and Raider as usual. So I hope you guys are liking this casting. I saw some people like 9 Zeta and all are coming and saying that the casters are really good. So very good job done, guys. And coming from my side for Team BBH and C3 Meraki, both the teams are playing really well. I just want to see a comeback from C3 Meraki so that we can go to the match 5 to see the final match. So in the meanwhile, like I was telling everyone, the giveaway is going to happen once we reach the 50 likes for the first giveaway. So we have crossed that benchmark and we are currently standing on 52 likes. So there will be the first weekly diamond pass giveaway. The names have already been taken, and if there are new names or any new people are coming, I will be taking those down as well. Other than that, let's just hop into the giveaway and I will just put the names up. Just give me a couple of minutes so I can set it up. You guys just give me a couple of seconds so I will set it up as well. Gaurav. Arey, keep spelling bhai to. Gaurav. Okay, Gaurav. And I guess all the names are over here as of now, whoever has commented. So I've taken down the names already. We have already reached 50 likes, so the weekly diamond giveaway is already here. Then there will be another one at 75 and 100. So for this one, the names are all taken. Her Majesty, Kuroyami, Cocomelon, Lemla, Irene, Josie, uh, then Coco, Deepika Thapa, Nana, who is Pom Pom, Jiren, Octopus, Habibi, La, Pulga, and I guess all the names are over here already. So if anybody's name is missing, just let me know so I will add them up. But the fact is, you have to stay online and you have to stay active in order to win the giveaway. Okay. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna set the name list and I'm gonna keep the timer for it's 4:49. I'm gonna keep it for when was the last match over? I guess yeah. I'm gonna keep it for around 69 seconds. Okay. I'm gonna start it. Okay. So it's 69, our lucky number, and let's go for it, guys. Stay tuned. Hmm, 69 to first. No, that's just the lucky number for all of us, I guess. So let's see. We have not yet started the speed run. Let's see who is in the back. So I see Jiren for the first time on a duck wearing swimming suit and coming in the front lane. जिरेन पहले था भाई अब पीछे चला गया. And from the back, Keiko Wanglin is coming front. Wanglin is probably going to win this one. Yep. So that's Wangling. Let's see if Wangling is active on the chat. By the way, Jiren Lemla, today we will also be having the monthly wala giveaway completed by the end of the stream. Okay. So let's see if Wangling is online. We will give a couple of seconds to Wangling as well. And if he is not online, then we will go for the second one. Okay, so yeah, Wanglin is online. Congratulations, Wanglin, for winning the first giveaway. That is a Victory Diamond Pass. So, let's straight get back to the game. And in the meanwhile, Wanglin, please join our Discord channel and yeah, join our Discord channel and just ping the owner that you have won the giveaway with a screenshot of this current stream. Okay, I've given the Discord. Okay, let me just put the proper command, I guess. Not be clear. Yeah. So just join the Discord and just ping the owner about the giveaway. Just make sure you have the screenshot, okay, along with your user that you are online. That way, I will be able to verify your ID and I will be able to give you the weekly diamond pass. Okay. So let's not waste more time and hop into the next one. Yep, I guess both the teams are almost ready. Let's see. Hi Ash, hi Brody, both of you guys are online and live again.
हेलो भाई वापस आ गए.
Welcome back to the channel. So we
शुक्रिया
will
हमारा
be
वेलकम करने के लिए. पूजा की थाली भी ले आओ.
और ब्रॉडी कहाँ पे है भाई?
आ गया आ गया.
बताया
आ गया
क्या
ना?
हुआ स्टार्ट कर दिया
हाँ भाई रेडी है ना दोनों?
बोलो प्लेयर्स प्लेयर्स रेडी है ना? नहीं,
हम्म,
एक जन मिसिंग है क्या? एक जन मिसिंग. नहीं नहीं, आईएमएम आ गया.
सब रेडी है.
चल भाई स्टार्ट कर 3 2 1 दे के स्टार्ट कर
चलो. चेंज किया था मैंने नहीं किया था. सही है देख लिया.
नहीं, चेंज हो गया है. 2-1 स्कोर है, दिख
अच्छा
रहा है.
Chalo, it's ready. Three, two, one, go.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, after that short break. But there's no break in the tension. Don't mistake the short break for a break in the tension. The tension is still there, and it is high, and it is higher than ever for Team C3 Meraki right now. Bahut Bura Hua is on match point, just one match away from claiming it all. But C3 Meraki isn't out yet. They have bled, but they have not bowed down to BBH right now. This is a do or die moment. The tensions are high, the stakes are high.
Butterflies
Let's
born
see
by
what is going
night
to
is
happen.
banning. Guided
So
by
let's
lantern's
dive straight
light.
into the draft. And we see a
As
Zuxian getting
Raider
banned
said,
out.
there is no, as Raider, you were mentioning, there is no, relief in tension for the side of C3
Your
Meraki
team
this
is
game around.
banning.
As we can see that Sukshin has been banned out from the first banning phase here, as well as the Yushin from the side of BBH. And they all have their favorite bands, like band favorites here. So definitely some of the bands are consistent, some of them are have changed, but definitely I think C3 Muraki have definitely considered going for a hate crime against that
Let's
Kalia,
go.
because they have just
Your
chosen
team
to
is
ban it out
banning.
every single game. But I see a different pattern
Yeah.
going here.
And if you look closely to the Zuxian in the first match, Collapse picked up the Zuxian and he obliterated Team CC Meraki. And after that match, this is the third time they have Team C3M have consecutively
Your
banned the
team
Zuxian out.
is
So
banning.
the Zuxian is quite an understandable ban. And alongside the Aerosol as well, we saw how good Zesty Lemon is on that Aerosol in that last match, how good he can kite around enemies, and especially with Skyfall on that Angela with when he gets the hard guard, his movement speed, his damage, his healing gets to a whole different level. Considering that he already has a good amount of life steal, and we can see Bahut Bura Hua has banned out the Ascension alongside the Uranus. We both are consistent bans because yeah, why not? They are very powerful in the current meta, and why is this? Uranus both are shining in both the
Your team
international and
is
national
banning.
scene at this point.
And seeing the bands so far, what would be a
Your
very
team is
first pick from
picking.
from the side of C3 Meraki here could be a very good first pick 1-1 here, because the major obstacle for that 1-1 is gone, so they might just go all in for that 1-1.
Yeah, you're very right. But and I really want to see Damien on another mark, man. It's the like for 3 matches straight he was on that grandeur. I really it's not like I'm saying that he's bad on that grandeur. Yeah, I really want to see him on something else like the Von Von or even the
My
Naked
team's
Man.
been itching for a
It's
real
going.
Your team is picking.
Oh, now the personal hate is gone. Kalea was left open and picked as the first pick by C2M. What are your thoughts about that, Yashu?
I don't think they were committing a hate crime at all. I think they might be saving that Kalia for Super IMM. And since his presence as well as the first pick is in their favor, so they have chosen to pick it out as the first pick from their side. And definitely, we know how good of a pick-off hero this Kalia is. So definitely expect some wild plays coming in from that Kalia.
Got 'em
In
lined up in my
WWE, we see
sights.
those moves like, Randy Orton goes on top of the rope and goes like RKO, like it's like kind of that
This
spectacular
leg is
move.
a
So
holdword.
it's like,
Your
wherever
team
you
is
are,
in
you're gonna be seeing that
underground.
move, being pulled off. So no matter who you
Yeah,
are, you're going down
combi-
after that.
combining it with the skin and visual effects of Sakura Haruno, it's going to be peak action from Super IMM this time.
Yeah, but I don't see that 1-1 anywhere. This is a perfect game for a 1-1 to capitalize in, especially with the presence of Kimi on the opponent side. C3 Muraki, definitely they would want to go for a 1-1 here because they have banned out the Airtail, but maybe they would want to go for the Granger instead, considering the range potential that hero has. But oh, Zenny here picking up the Phobius.
Your
Oh,
team
And
is picking.
at this point, I'm thinking, why is Damien spamming that grandeur, man? This is not a ranked match that you are going to get MMR, brother. Play something else. We want to see you in action with something else.
But definitely, I would say, like, if this Kimi is gonna be the goal, like, the mid laner for the side of BBH, they still have the option to go for a 1-1 for their side also, because the 1-1 can not only counter that Granger, that the Kalia, that Phobius. Some might say, like, Phobius can counter the 1-1, but, not always, like, not always.
Phobius in like
Once you have, like,
exactly nah. Yeah, Phobius can't counter the one but it he can benefit from her passive for himself. But he can't counter
mhm.
him. He can't
Your
counter her to
team
be
is
exact.
banning.
He can
You
benefit
should.
from her.
Definitely. And like especially with the Wind Crown, I think that Wind Crown should be a like substantial item if a 1-1 is being picked up from either of the side. But I don't see a 1-1 being picked up yet, and I'm so disappointed as TN picking up the Fredrin from the side of BBH here as a third pick from the first banning phase. First picking phase has been over, and we dive into the second banning phase here for both these teams. And the first ban of the second phase going to BBH,
Your
and they are
team
choosing
is
to ban out the
banning.
Xborg. Hmm. They might have
Not
plans for a glue, maybe.
they might have plans for a even tankier lineup, but not to mention Yoshi is once again on that Lapu Lapu.
My man.
He is going to
Your
pull some.
team is
He is
banning.
going to pull some
might I
Stanford
remind you?
movements at this point. Yeah.
Might I remind you? He was deathless last game on that Lapu Lapu. So definitely, I would be looking forward to coming, like the plays coming in from Yoshi this game around. So
And
fingers crossed for Yoshi,
yeah,
definitely.
and but yeah, and we also saw 1-1. But at this point, they're doing the same mistake, Team C3M, because yeah, they know Yoshi is good on that Lapu Lapu. Same mistake that Onyx ID did against TLCH in their last match in the playoffs. But yeah, they let Stanford have the Lapu Lapu. Lapu Lapu is, if you guys don't know, Lapu Lapu is the signature hero of
Time to
Stanford
drop
from
the beat of the Your
TLCH,
team is
and he
banning.
got it. They gave it to him in the grand finals in the third match. Not in the grand final, but yeah, in the third match when both teams were at match point. So yeah, it's the same mistake from Team C3M. Let's see what is going to happen.
Unless I see a
Always on the way.
a
Your
very
team
good
is picking.
jungler from the side of C3M, like considering that the Lancelot was very somewhat ineffective the last game on Van Morales, but despite that, he could be a very good hero. And especially with the Thorn Rose, dealing a lot of ton of damage in the late game, so that could potentially be a hero that they might want to contest for. But there are so many options open, especially if they have opened up the Fredrin here, they have chosen to ban out the Xbox, so they are limited options for which they can go for. But definitely, I think Van Morales, who was really wonderful on that Joy on the second match, that could be picked up by them.
But yeah, Lancelot Joy has been banned out by Team BBH this time
Time to
around.
take
They
the
don't want
field.
Van Morales to
Your
have that
team is
Joy
picking.
again, and he gave so much trouble to Tien in that match. He invaded, he kited around, he applied lane pressure. But no, this time they say no to Van Morales Joy, and they pick up a Bruno here. Okay, Bruno is quite dormant, but yeah,
Payback
don't
time.
mistake his silence for his for weakness. Bruno is still one of the best goal laners in the meta. His damage in the early game, mid game, to late game, everything is explosive. What do you think about that, Asha?
Especially the crit damage, and he's gonna be snowballing in the late game against that Ranger. And if he's able to find the perfect position with his
Your
dashes
team
and
is picking.
capitalize on that, I think that could be a very good game for the side of BBH this time around. But we can see that C3M locking onto that Akai as the jungler, and again that Farsa. They're not letting go of that Farsa, are they?
They're not letting go of that Barca man, and this draft kind of reminds me of the of PLPA's draft in their match against Ultra Legends. They also picked up an Akai, and we saw how good Carl Cheesy was on that Akai. We might see something similar from Van Morales. Considering I haven't seen him on utility at this till now, it's a very hyped up moment for me personally to see Van Morales on a utility tank jungler.
But how effective is that Akai against a
Let's make
Fredrin?
the whole
Especially, oh, combined with a Florin, that's gonna spell
Lauren,
doom for their side.
that's
I'm
going
sorry,
that
man. This match is done for. This
this
match is
match
done for
is
my
really
prediction.
done for Graham. Yeah, man.
Draft
But
wise,
at the end,
draft
it
wise, I would say BBH has won already.
yeah, yeah, BBH has already won, but yeah, it all comes down in the end to the execution of how they are able to execute their plays, considering they are also on that comfort pick like Yoshi and Collab on that Lapu Lapu and Kimi. We have seen how good they are on that these specific heroes, so it's going to be very difficult for C3M right now. And considering that I think Angela would have been a better pick. What do you say about that? Because the Florin is
I think
nerfed, but yeah,
I think fluorine has been nerfed, in terms of the healing reduction, removal effect, especially, but definitely still a very strong support, in my opinion, because it has a global ultimate, which can reach all his allies no matter where they are on the map. And with Angela, you get limited possibilities. So definitely, Florin and Angela both good supports in my opinion, but they have chosen to go for the Florin this time around. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are in the land of Dawn for the fourth match of this evening between C3 Meraki and Bohut Bura Hua. Bohut Bura Hua right now at the match point. And
another early game
early.
engage coming in from Super IMM and Lost right here. The Kimi is taken down low, but she does not fall. And yeah, you're very right. BBH have came in loaded. The synergy between their frontliners and damage dealers is very tight. Their scaling is terrifying. They have got map control, they have got tankiness, they have got damage, everything. So yeah, but don't count C3 Meraki out just yet. This is where legends are born. Let's see. They are not
Definitely.
favored in this match, but yeah, when you are cornered in a corner, you claw back with even more potential with the adrenaline boost. You might pull off something completely unexpected.
That's the thing of beauty about this game over 5v5. Anything can happen at any time, and gears of this game can change at any time. And speaking of that, I think that Obvious is going to be a wild card this time around for the side of C3M, especially considering how good that hero is, and combined with combined effort coming in from that Korea is going to be wonderful to see how they pull it off from their side as well. Is it going to be an equalizer coming in from C3M? What do you think, Raider?
Yeah, you're very right. It's like they are very tight. Like they are. It's the last chance for them to contest for the crown. So C3M is going to give it their all. So anything can happen right now. We see Super Yuki trying to engage, using the Justice Blade, trying to poke Zenny down, but Zenny is very good at zoning him out. Super IMM is also there. The Federastic has been also for Yoshi goes in with the bravest fighter. Will he be able to take anyone down? Van Morales with the retribution is able to secure the turtle. Super IMM is in trouble. He will get taken down. Super Yoshi trying to kill working on Zenny right now, but the vengeance has been used, using the infernal pursuit. Will he be able to take Yoshi down at this point? Yoshi is very low, but no, Zenny falls to the combined efforts of Team BBH right now. TN is also very low. Damien is here. Skyfall might get taken down here by Damien, and yes, he does. TN is very low. So does Damien. Damien forced to flicker out, and in the left side we see Kimi taking down, Collapse taking down on that the knock right here. He is able to take them down. Super IMM trying to dive onto that Bruno. He uses the Purify, but it does not save him from the Rhapsody. He gets taken down. That was a very good fight coming in from Team BBH. Super IMM still trying to force, still trying to poke them down, but he is forced to back away due to how much damage the Kimi is dealing right now. Another engage coming in from Super IMM. He uses the Fave Breaker on towards the Kimi. She is very low, but she does. Oh my god. That Feather Ass Strike, that last shot of the Feather Ass Strike did not connect as Tien and Yoshi both came to the rescue and saved Collapse from that Forza right there. That was a very good engage from Super IMM, but that was an even greater follow-up from Tien and Yoshi right there. What do you say about this, Asher? the members are still farming T and trying to poke down that Farsa, but the neutral objective is about to spawn as well. Let's see what is going to happen. Another engage from Super IMM. The TN has been pinned to the wall by the heavy spin. He wave breaker on him as well. The tsunami slam has been popped as well. Super IMM is taken down very low. He might get taken down. He is forced to flicker out. Van Morales also backs away. Yoshi trying to work on him is taken down very low. Skyfall falls. Zenny comes in clutch from behind at the right time. He is able to take two down. Yoshi is able to take one down, but he falls to Damien's grandeur. Zesty Lemon still trying to deal some damage, but it's not enough for take down Zenny. Van Morales is able to secure the second turtle as well. That was a very good counter engage coming in from C3M. It was a good engage from BBH, but yeah, that was a very good heavy spin coming in from Van Morales on the Takai. Further aspect has been popped in as well, but it will not be able to take anyone down.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
My apologies, my mic was not working. So yeah, as I was saying, like, definitely that feather airstrike was just, like, maybe to potentially zone out the members of BBH here, but definitely team fight wise, I would say, like, I think slowly C3 Meraki are trying to find their pace in the match and taking down neutral
Engagement
objectives one after another.
taken down very low. Collapse trying to work on that Zenny, but he will not be able to take him down. Super IMM is trying to look for an engage right here. The wave breaker is available, so is the tsunami slam. Van Morales knows they are in the bush. Will he get a good heavy spin? So the Razak has been popped on towards Zesty Lemon, but it does not connect, but it does clear the wave. Damien trying to push the top lane, but Tien arrives at the right time to stop Damien, but still Tien will not be able to stop Zenny as Zenny arrives from the back as well, and the tier 1 turret at top lane gets taken down. And in the mid lane,
That was like, quite a turn of events, I might say, Raider. But with the turtle being contested to one, but I think this might go into the hands of Meraki as well. Team fight going on, heavy spin on that Akai.
Blue team has slain the turtle.
that was a very good engage if you ask me, but yeah. Zenny is still working on the Purify Present pop and collapse, but Zenny will get taken down here. Okay, that was a very good engage from the side of Team BBH right now, and they have more amount of skills, but we see the economic lead is in 1.5k in the favor of CCM right now.
Red team hero
Oh, and
has
we
been
see another feather
slain.
attack on towards Skyfall gets taken down. So does Yoshi. Damien is proving himself yet again with the first 10 stacks on his Sky Piercer. What do you say about
Well,
that,
that's the
actually?
beginning. That's the beginning, I might say. That's better than being zero on the Sky Piercer. But I don't think they
And
have
another
any intention
another
of leaving.
on
Red team turret has been destroyed.
I should see
They don't
another
have any
fight coming
intention
in
of
the mid
leaving
lane. Another
BBH.
Slammy Slam on towards Tien gets taken down in the mid lane by Damien. Another Federer strike on towards Damien, but will he get taken down? Damien gets another kill, gets a triple, gets a maniac. That was a phenomenal gameplay coming in from Damien. Now it's not the beginning of the anymore. It's not the beginning anymore. It's the beginning of the end for Team BBH. Team C3 and Damien is trying his beginning. The beginning of his attack on that Sky Piercer is the end of the match for Team BBH.
Definitely, the Ranger advantage clearly lies in the hands of that Ranger, and like his team supporting him so much, especially that Phobius and that Clea, and slight CC, but that gives the room for that Death Sonata to connect, as well as the Feather Airstrike. So that's a very good
Another
combination,
Federer strike
and with
has
that,
Another
Red
Feather
team
Attack
turret
has
has
been
been
popped right here, but
destroyed.
it does not connect anyone. The Traction Pulse has been popped as well, but it does not connect towards anyone as well. Team BBH are kinda backed into a corner if you ask me, because their tier 2 turret at the top lane as well has been taken down, while all of the turrets of Team C3 Meraki are standing tall. Team C3 Meraki trying going in for the Lord, and there's no way Team BBH does not have the space to
Blue team
contest
has
it.
slain
Wave
the
Breaker
Lord.
from Super IMM, but he does not jump on anyone. He backs away instead.
What they can try and do, BBH right now, is try and choke
Red team
that
turret has
Kalia
been
or even that
destroyed.
Damien on that
Blue
Ranger,
team
maybe
turret has
to
been
maybe
destroyed.
possibly try for a comeback scenario. But it seems that it's highly unlikely that Farsa is going to be giving that zone for them to come in or to take down Damien or that Kalia. But definitely it's going to be another tier 2 awarded for the
Red
side of
team
Another
turret
C3
has
Meraki
been
here.
destroyed.
Another traction pulse from Collapse and another Tsunami Slam onto a TN by Super MM. Will he get taken down in from Pursuit? Got written on him as well. But he is too tanky to get taken down so easily. He gets away with a slither of his HP. Still intact. The Lord marching on towards the top lane, but the Holy Defense gets the Lord's
Red
HP
team
down, but
base
still
turret
they
has
are
been
able to get the
destroyed.
top lane inhibitor. Now Damien working on the mid lane inhibitor as well. Feather
Team
Airstrike
base
from
turret
Nox
has
has been
been
popped once
destroyed.
again. Skyfall has been taken down. Damien flicker forward with the Death Sonata, but he was not able to connect it on towards
Red
Skyfall. Is
team
able
base
to
turret
back
has
away.
been
The top
destroyed.
bottom lane inhibitor also has been taken down. Team, it's not looking good for Team BBH right now.
Definitely the zone advantage coming in from that Akai, that Farsa, as well as that Granger even, is giving also some of the room for that Phobius to engage, which is why I think they have won so many team fights right now, despite trying to equalize some of that score lead on the scoreboard. BBH is still behind on in terms of economic lead right now, and definitely I think this next Lord will be the end of BBH here, and we might see an equalizer match.
Yeah, if this is an equalizer, this is exactly what we, the casters, and audience, as well as our host and Taris, is craving right now. And Team C3 Meraki, as I said, when pushed into a corner, you claw back with even more force than that the adrenaline that you have. Even if they have the losing draft, and another Heavenson from Van Morales
Legendary.
spinning Yoshi towards the wall, and Yoshi gets bursted down instantly. Now they are working on TN, traction pulse on towards Team BBH right now, but they are not able to take anyone down. BBH are backing away. Damien trying to poke down Zest11, but the damage is not enough to take him down. Now Damien on 60 stacks on that Sky Pierce, and another wave breaker, and followed up by the
Legendary.
Tsunami Slam from a Super IMM. The TN got taken down. Zest11 is quite low. He might get taken down by the Death Sonata right here, but no, he backs away. Another Fighter Attack, and this might be it. And yes, congrats, the crystal gets taken down by Team C3 Meraki, and now we have
Victory!
reached what we were craving for. Congratulations, Team C3 Meraki.
Absolute cinema, Raider. Absolute cinema. Like this is what we were hoping for, and we just got it. Like God is just giving us like handouts, I think. But definitely a very good match for both the teams. And the way the match ended and the way Van Morales was able to execute that Akai was splendid indeed. And what a match, I might say. I'm just looking forward to the next match, and I'm just anxious to see who will take the next match and the grand finale trophy home.
You're very right about that, Asher. And Damien once again completing his cycle, getting 80 stacks this time around on that Sky Piercer after getting zero in the match number 3. That was an impressive performance
Absolute
from
cinema.
Damien right there. Absolute
Absolute cinema.
cinema,
Like
man.
he's just spamming Granger. He's not getting MMR. He's not getting
Well,
ranks, but he's spamming the Granger.
you know what? What's
Sometimes
the
good.
biggest
It's
question right
sometimes
now?
bad.
You know what's the biggest question as of right now?
Uh-huh.
Will
What is
Damien
it?
pick the grandeur yet again for fifth time in a row? Will
Oh
he
yeah,
pick the
that's
grandeur
definitely a
again?
question. Yeah, especially I was really impressed by the first game, like with the Zesty Lemon. on that Moscow, and the SOD connection rate was really high for Zesty Lemon. So, like, I'm really looking forward to that. But definitely, like, it could be, Damien spamming the Granger again. He's not getting any MMR from here. He's just gonna get victory. But definitely, sometimes it's good for him, sometimes it's bad. So, it's all depends on the
Yeah,
execution and the team composition.
he
So, let's see how it goes for
exactly. He
the final
won't get
match.
MMR. He won't get MMR, but he will get the crown for his team, the crown of Shadow Pulse Legends Journey of Legends. He will get the crown for his team. He will not get the MMR but the crown, and that's a good thing, I guess. But I really want to see if Damien will go for that Granger again, or Team C3M is going to ban that Granger out this time around. What do you think about that?
Definitely that Granger was a bit problematic, but it's I might see hate crime committed onto the Kalia from the side of BBH this time around, but especially how good Super IMM was on that Kalia, that's just be well doing, and especially with the presence of 3 Purify on the opposing team. So that's quite amazing to pull off with the Kalia,
Mm,
especially with the Braid Breaker and the Salami Slam. You are doing all those combos, but like the Purify, like 3 Purifies on the side of PBH, on the Florian, the Kimi, as well as I think it was also present on the
yeah.
I
So
think it was also on the Bruno, right? Yeah. So despite
yeah,
that, I think that Kalia was able to contribute very
and
very good amount of contribution to the team fights.
and you see, like the last match, this match, Super IMM is not leaving. He wants to lead the charge. He wants to lead his team CP Meraki to victory in this tournament. He is not leaving this time around. He is staying. And we have already seen how phenomenal the presence of their leader, that Super IMM, can be for Team CC Meraki. Whenever he arrives, he brings in a storm with him, and that storm carries away his opponents to loss.
Definitely, that's once I'm not gonna say that presence of C3 Meraki's Super IMM is just substantial for his team. I think it's the overall team play, but definitely I think it's boosting the morale of his team with his presence and with the plays that he's making. I'm not saying anything bad about I Love Karina. We love you, okay, but right now we can see that definitely Super IMM is leading the charge for this fifth match. So I think we are ready to dive into the final match. Am I right, Raider?
Yeah, you're very right about that. No breaks in the this time for us. We will be continuing the action as it is, as we already got what we were craving for the fifth match, the most hype match. The hype is real, the tension is real. The both teams are fighting, but it's a do or die for both the teams at this point. So it's going to be a really good, and we will see all the players excelling and like outperforming their own selves, their own past selves, to be a better version of themselves to get the crown for their team. And as a team, that's all they want. So now we dive straight into the draft. What do you think will be the draft this time around? Do you think we are going to see a Kalea pick or a Granger ban? What do you think about that, Asher?
I wanna see a YSS and
Butterflies,
a
your
one
team
one
is
in my
banning
opinion.
one
But
map.
you know, I have seen
Listen,
oftentimes
man.
in MPL as well as MSC, and they sometimes go for triple marksman composition, like one on the mid, one on the jungle, and one on the gold. So that's also very good. You can have two tanky frontliners, and you can go for triple marksman composition, especially with the presence of a YSS in the jungle, Kimi in the mid, and maybe a Granger or a Granger or a Irithel in the gold lane. Perhaps you can just pull off that composition. But I'm really looking forward to the final match of this afternoon between C3 Meraki and Bohut Bura Huwa. And I think both teams are trying to bring their A game to this matchup. And with that being said, we have dived into the first banning phase with
They
Sukshin being
call me
banned
a
out from
hero
the side of
because I
Your
saved
C3
my
team is
Meraki.
nation from
banning
And to
falling
my
one.
apart.
disappointment, they have banned out YSS from the side of Bohut Bura Huwa. They have banned my favorite
Okay,
hero, man.
man. Okay, that was not very good, but yeah, man. Let's see. It's still going to be good, and yeah, they are really respecting, they're really afraid of collapse on that Dukshin, man. The way he performed the miraculous turtle steal in the first match, if you still remember, they're afraid of that Dukshin
Mm.
from that point around. And this is the fourth match in which consecutively the Dukshin has been banned out. And if you know that the YSS has also been banned out fourth time in the row.
I think this is the fifth time in the row Vices is not available
Oh
to
yeah,
anyone because I
No.
haven't seen any Vices. Like,
Your
all five
team is
matches,
banning.
like Vices is getting
oh
banned,
yeah,
and
sorry.
that's to be expected. That's to be expected. Like, how good of a jungler he is the utility. He has burst damage. He has poke. He has escapes. He has everything. He has the whole arsenal. Like what to
He
miss? Like
has the
what
map
did I miss? I'm
control
not
as
sure.
well. He has the
Absolutely,
map
and
control as well with his global ultimate.
absolutely, and combined with the farming efficiency on that YSS, you get everything. It's a whole package. It's a whole package deal. So definitely, they are looking out for that YSS, and they've chosen not to ban out the Airtail from the side of C3 Meraki this time around. Then they're not letting them have it.
Yeah, we already saw in the third match how good, how much of a beast SP Lemon was on that
I am
result. So
not the
now
only
this
one
time around
Your
they are
battling
team
this
respecting
is
it, and
change.
banned.
so are BBH. They are panning out Zenny's Phobius. We saw how good Zenny is on that Phobius in the last match, how good he contributed. So yeah, we see a Phobius ban as well. What are your thoughts about the Phobius ban to be exact, Asher?
I think it was just perfect. Like, like the last game, although he didn't get, like, any kills or any whatsoever, but that's okay for any XP laner. He was just providing the room for
Muscle of
his team to
iron
connect with their
Your
Sonata,
team
those
grows
is
like,
banning.
stronger.
the feathered airstrike, like along with Kalia and the presence of that Phobius. It was a phenomenal match, and pair it up with that heavy spin coming in from Akai, and it was just GG's for Team C3 Meraki. And like, considering the, like, potential this hero Phobius has, it has often been first picked by many teams, like in the tournaments even, like, so that's a good amount of respect band for Zenny. As well as we can see that the Gatut Gacha is banned from the side of C3 Meraki this time around. Definitely a respect bans towards Skyfall. What do you think about that?
Yeah, you're very right about the Gatod ban. He gets banned out pretty often, if you ask me, and especially by Team C3 Meraki and yesterday by Team Ace Esports. Almost every match, Gatod was banned out. But yeah, in
Your
today we
team is
saw a
picking.
Gatod, and it was phenomenal from the side of Super IMM in the second match around. And yeah, we also
Mhm.
saw a Uranus ban, a consecutive fifth time ban for the Uranus. What do you think about the Uranus ban for the fifth time?
It is to be expected, I would say, later.
Rocks need
Your
Like the
never
team
buff
enter
is
that
from
picking.
the
Moonton has
ring.
given to this hero is just substantial. And with that, like, it has a lot of counters, but you know, a very solid hero nonetheless. Like, it can be flexed in the jungle as well as the EXP, and sometimes, and like, I would not recommend, but roam. Like, if you have a very good, like, CC type and CC sustain type EXP laner, then you can go for a awareness as the room just to soak up the damage from coming in from, like, your opponents. But I would not recommend Uranus as a roamer. But definitely as a jungler and an EXP laner, that's a very solid pick. With that being said, we can see that the the Baxia has been committed from the side of C3 Meraki, and oh,
Every
Payback
bullet of
time.
Oh
mine
no
Your
has
no,
team
hesitation,
is
told.
picking.
no, what
no
the?
hesitation on that. I think they're trying to go for a reverse draft here. They have picked up two most used heroes from the hands of C3 Meraki here. They would have wanted to go for that Granger and Farsa, so they have picked it off from their hands. That was quite a steal from the
Now,
side of PBH.
now the moment of truth. Now the
Crowned by
moment of truth
heaven's
that we will
mandate,
see
my
that
legacy
if
shall
Damien can
endure.
perform the same with another other heroes as he does on that Granger. I am personally I'm gonna be focused on Damien this match because I'm very excited to see after he played Granger 4 matches. What do you think he will pick this time around? As the Irisel has been banned out,
One.
do you
I
think
want one. I want 1-1. I want 1-1 or Moscow.
Shadow of the
Like, if like,
Your
these
team
two
is
like,
picking.
presence of these two heroes can really give so much for the team, especially like, in team fights 1-1, and the Moskov can, like, the Moskov can join in the team fights from anywhere on the map with the SOD, and 1-1 can, like, peel away at the targets and provide pure damage. substantial damage and sustainability for his team. So both are very good heroes in my opinion against a Ranger, and especially with the stationary target that Forza is. I would say definitely 1-1 could be a very good choice, as well as the Moscow, in terms of in the goal lane. But here we see that, Zetian and the Hayabusa has been locked on from the
Your
side
team
of
is winning.
C3
Be
Meraki here.
aggressive.
I'm like, yeah, Hayabusa is quite a good fit here against a Farsa, against a stationary hero. He can easily connect the forward shadow, the shadow kill, and get out like nothing happened. He will be posing a threat. He will be a threat to the whole existence of that Farsa, and he is also problematic for that Granger. So I think that's a very good pick. And about the Zetian, yeah, she can easily cancel the Feather Dash Strike with her ultimate and from anywhere in the map and decrease the effectiveness of that Farsa. But so I think those two picks are very good. But we see Team DBS picking up a glue here. What do you think about the glue? Why did this
I think
decide to pick out
I
a
think I
glue?
think it could
Your
be a good.
team is
I think
banning.
it could be a good glue pick here, but definitely counters are still open, so I'm not susceptible to
See value in
the
me?
Your
likability of the
team
glue
is
here. But
You
banning.
should.
glue can be used to soak up so much damage coming in from the opponents, especially with the split, and and that latch, that latch that glue does.
Grab.
So that's definitely gonna be grab. Yeah, sorry, grab that glue does. So that's gonna be a very problematic situation for the C3 Meraki to come out of, especially with the absence of a Faramis or Vexana as a mid laner. But I think Zetian, when she was first released, I was like, what is that? What you brother? But definitely over the time it has grew on me, and definitely one of the best mages with a global ultimate, which can provide movement speed bonus to your
So do you
teammates, and as well as
Lightning
do you
has
think
been
so
watched
Your
over.
yeah.
at this
team is
point do you
banning.
think that the Paramus could be used as a roamer? Because yeah, back when Paramus was newly revamped, he was used as a roamer as well. There's still a
I would
possibility for a
not
Paramus,
recommend it.
though it's 99.99% unlikely, but it's just something that came to my mind, knowing that Paramus is mainly a support at this
Now
point.
Akai
He
enters
does
the
not
scene.
have enough
Your
damage
team
to be a
is
proper
picking.
mage. But yeah, it's not likely, but every possibility counts. They might pull it out.
You know what would be a really good pick against that clue? Ruby. Because
A
this,
Ruby pick, man, of
Ruby
course.
can yeah, a Ruby can really outlast that clue, cancel the feather airstrike and provide so much for his team. So I'm really inclining towards a Ruby pick in the EXP lane, but definitely it could be
When the
could it
body
be,
With this
suffers,
blade,
A
your
or
Lancelot,
is
team
it a
okay.
is
placeholder?
sweep
healed.
What do
away
you
all evil.
Okay, a Lancelot. That's quite a good pick against Busa, since he can cancel out the shadow kill with his Thorn Rose
Let's
and
see.
the Phantom
What's
Execution as
best
well.
is burn the
So I think it's
truth.
a good pick, but let's see how good Tien is on that Lancelot. We haven't seen him on the
In
Lancelot so far,
despair
I
as
think
I
so.
see the
Your team is
fondest
picking.
hopes.
definitely? And oh, that's quite an interesting. I'm not. My mind is just kidding right now with me because I see that Nathan is being locked on the core lane against that Ranger. It's gonna be a very difficult laning period for that Nathan, definitely. But uh, Kufra. So we have made sure from the side of C3 Meraki that this Kufra is gonna be going to Rome, and this I'm not sure what is happening here, but we might see after the final pick has been finalized by the side of BBH. But this Cupra could be going Rome, and maybe this Bakshia will go EXP. It all depends on their mind what they have, but definitely they have a very solid front to a front to back lineup from the side of C3 Meraki, and especially with the presence of that
Sun
Zetian, they
rises
can
when I
do
give the
so much
word.
around the map.
A Khalid? Oh, that's quite of an interesting pick. He has been dominant since the nerfs, but yeah, still here and there we see him once, we see him twice, but yeah, he is quite dominant right now. But yeah, seeing him being picked in a last match, that's quite interesting to me. And both the teams have solid draft right now, both the teams. But yeah, as you said, but yeah, man, I'm feeling sad for the Parsa right in this match because there's so many people who can dive onto that Parsa. Zetian can cancel her ultimate. Like, and Kufra and Baksha will dive onto that Parsa. So will the Hayabusa, and Nathan can kill her as well. So I'm feeling very sad for that Parsa in this match.
I'm feeling sad for that Zetian and Hayabusa. If that Khalid chooses to invade in the early game, then it's like, very, very bad position for like, that Hayabusa to be in. And definitely that, that Khalid can simply, like, with the passive,
Welcome to
he can just
Mobile
dive at the
Legends!
Zetian and cancel her passive. And he would not be bothered
5
by it at all.
seconds till the enemy
So
reaches the battlefield.
it's all up to the
Smash them!
execution, as I said, what
All
teams are
troops
pulling it off.
deployed!
But with that, we are here, ladies and gentlemen, in the final matchup between C3 Meraki and BOHUT BURA HUWA. Is gonna be the grand finale of this long matchups. Best of 5 series. It's the final matchup here. So stay glued to your seats and keep watching Shadow Pulse League here. And with me, joined by Raider, it's gonna be a beautiful game, but we're interrupted by a pause. Oh,
Okay, at least it gives us time to welcome to address the viewers properly. Okay, guys, get glued to your
welcome.
seats because this match is going to be really fire. And as we all were already hoping for the fifth match, and now it has begun. What are your predictions? Who do you think will win this match? Because if you ask me, it can go both ways at this point. It can go
I
both
think
ways.
it's a very solid 50-50 at the moment. Like especially with the pick of that final hero, that Khalid from the side of BBH, that was quite a wild pick in my opinion, but definitely it could work in their favor as well. And it's anyone's game at this point. Both teams are at their match point, and whoever wins this takes home the trophy of Shadow Pulse League. But with that being said, we are still stuck at the post screen and still waiting for see. It could be a trouble from either of those side, but we see that
Yeah, yeah, man. Both evenly matched in the draft. No clear edge, no excuses. Just raw skills, synergy, and micro and macro plays are going to decide the outcome of this match. The stage is set. The stakes are high. It couldn't have been higher than this. Bahut Bura Hua wants their name in glory, and C3 Meraki, they have battled through the lower brackets like warriors, and now let's see if they will be able to pull off kind of a reverse sweep because they were like 1-2 against Bahut Bura Hua. They have won one match, and now let's see if they will be able to sweep C3 Meraki. Let's see, will they be able to sweep Bahut Bura Hua? No safety nets, no second chances, guys. Mind you all, there's no second chances. This match is the decider of it all. Who takes the crown and who goes away as the placeholder, as the second place, as the runner-up of Shadow Pulse League.
the Raider, and I think that's I think they're it's a like it's a problem with the mage, as I just saw on the WhatsApp, and I think they're just like working on it so that the mage can be back online, and I think we will be soon seeing what the problem was, and I think the match will resume soon. But I think like especially with the like I'm impressed with the jungler pickups, like from both sides, the Hayabusa against that Lancelot. It's a very classic matchup, and like it's anyone's game right now, and it like whoever has the better mechanics will win this games, and
You're,
it's gonna be a
you're
toe to
very
toe
right
matchup on the
about
goal lane.
you're
What do you think
very
about the goal
right
lane right
about
now,
that.
Raider?
At this point, I think it all comes down to yeah. Till level 4, Nathan is going to give Granger a hard time. But once the Death Sonata is up from the side of Dusty Lemon, he is going to keep poking down Damien until he can no longer be came forward. He would force him to back off again and again. But yeah, for that he needs that Death Sonata. He can't do that with the Rhapsody because the Rhapsody can simply be blocked by minions. And yeah, drafts are 50-50. It's going to come down to the mechanics, as Asher already said. Decision making and the clutch factor both the teams have got. If you guys have got a favorite, now's the time to pray. Game 5 has already started. Time to make history, guys. Time to make history. If you guys got a favorite, write in the chat now. Keep the chat active. Keep the chat alive. All start praying for your favorite team because the drafts are 50-50. There's no clear edge on who will win or who might lose. It all comes down to who plays better. No one will is going to play bad, but it will come down to who plays better between both the teams. What do you think about the the lane matches at this point? We already talked about the goal lane matches. What do you think about the mid lane matches, Asher?
Mid lane, I would say, that Zetian has some early game advantage if he just keeps on poking that Farsa. And as you said, that Zetian can cancel that ultimate from Farsa. That feather airstrike can be cancelled with that Phoenix strike. So that's gonna be interesting to see how these two mages command their lanes, and especially with the exp matchups being a bit questionable in my opinion. But oh, here we are in the back into the match here, and it seems that the goal lane matchups have already begun. I think both teams are ready right now. They're ready to go.
And we see the Khalid already popping Zetian's passer right now. And Zetian is taken down a bit low, but not too low. The Khalid is level 2 because of clearing the mid wave, but he does have the sand guard to come back to a bit of full health. And we might see a buff steal here. Oh no, Super IMM tried to steal away the buff from TN, but he failed as TN was able to secure the buff. Van Morales.
I think Super IMM is just trying to be on his 24. He's
Look in
just
the
on
mid
his
lane,
ass.
actually. That's another engage in the mid lane, and we see Khalid trying to back away. He uses the flicker, but he is not able to escape. He was forced to flicker out, but it wasn't enough to save him from the Nathan. He uses the quick sand guard, but yeah, as you know, Nathan's push the any. And we see Super IMM might get taken down here. He is forced to flicker out, but yeah, Zesty Lemon is as good as Damien on that. And we see another shadow kill on towards Zesty Lemon by Van Morales, and he is able to take Zesty Lemon down. That was a good shutdown after Zesty Lemon already got a kill. Both the teams are giving it their all, but we see Damien, he is proving himself on the Nathan as well. He is not just a grander player, he can play Nathan with equal skill as well. And the turtle is already spawned. We see Shieldinity on towards the end. He gets taken down. Yoshi is quite low. He is able to back away with the split. Skyfall is caught in a tough spot, will get taken down by Nox. And now they are also invading the blue buff. This match is not good, looking good for BOHUT BURA HUWA, as Team C3 MERAKI are going all in and invading every buff they can. And they are going for the orange buff as well. There might be a bit more engaged. Every member from Team BBH are here, and I think they will be able to resist that degree. As Team C3 MERAKI are forced to back off, and Featherastic has informed from the side of Collapse. A Tyrant Blade connects on towards Yoshi, and is followed up by the Tyrant Blade. He gets taken down, but so does Super IMM. Then he comes in, but with the shield, but is not able to take anyone down. Morales comes in with the shadow skill, is able to take Zesty Lemon down, and we see Damien proving himself. He's like, fuck off, man. I am going to... Yeah, man. Damien, he is a beast.
What an incredible maniac by Damien there. I was not expecting that level of play coming in from a Nathan, especially considering the meta. Although he has been buffed, I was not expecting him to go toe to toe with that ranger, but I'm really happy about it. And it seems that BBH has been pushed back, and definitely they need to be on a defensive stance right now, especially with the the two neutral objectives already been contested, the one neutral objective already contested by
and we see
the side of him.
Asher, look at the bottom lane. We see another fight. TN is caught in a tough spot by Zenny, but he will be able to back away with the puncture. Yoshi comes in with the split, is able to apply mask on Zenny, but he will not pop in the grab. Zenny is able to escape. TN is stay quite low. Will Van Morales be able to take him down? But he has the shadow kill, but he does not use it. Super IMM with the tank wrench as well as the rage is able to connect it on towards Yoshi, but he is able to escape. TN does not get the blue buff, but he is able to back away. Yoshi with the crab grab is able to take Zenny down. With him, Yoshi gets taken down in the end by Van Morales. Super IMM is still there, but he is very low. The fantastic popped in towards him. He might get taken down by Zesty Lemon. No, TN comes in clutch at the end and he gets the kill. Damien might be able to take TN down, but he does not use the entropy and saves it for later.
That was a very good decision coming in from the side of C3 Meraki, and especially the mechanics on that Hayabusa are just
Blue
nuts.
team
He
has
just going
slain the turtle.
after invades. And speaking of invades, the second turtle has been
Another
captured.
in Another invade and TN has to take it down very low. He escapes with the slither of HP. Yoshi trying to get Zenny, but he uses the grab as well. He is able to pull Zenny back and Zenny might get taken down. He is caught in a tough
You
spot. Van
slain
Morales
hero.
comes in and clutch with the quad shadow, is able to connect it on towards that Lemon and is able to take him
Red
down.
team turret has
Even
been
without the shadow
destroyed.
kill in the top lane, we see Jamian is able to take the tier 1 turret. And as you said, Asher, he is not going toe to toe with the Grandeur. He is destroying the Grandeur in every way he can.
Oh yeah, that's what it seems like. Oh, but the Phoenix Rain
Another
just
engage coming in from
canceling the
Super
Red
turtle
team
there.
IMM
hero
with the
has
Tyrant's
been
Revenge
slain.
on towards
Red team turret
Skyfall
has
if
been
he gets
destroyed.
taken down. Super IMM is also crazy on that Kufra as well as Van Morales on this Hayabusa. They are going in for invades after invades. They are not giving the BBH any breathing space. Another time to end on towards Yoshi, but they do not commit on fully and they back away after they get the purple buff. They are looking to push in the bottom lane right now.
Yeah, things are not looking good for the side of EDH at the moment, and definitely the amount of invades coming in from the side of C3 Meraki have really backed them into a corner here. And with
One
that, I
more
see
for the
a
rest.
good amount of pokes coming in from both the sides, but
Red
definitely
team turret
C3
has
Meraki
been
somehow
destroyed.
and somewhat lacking in the terms of damage department here.
You're very right about that. But yeah, in the early game, for sure, Damien and Van Morales is doing all they can. And another field, another engage on towards TN from the side of Zenny. Will he be able to take anyone down? TN is taken down very low, is able to pop the Tondos, able to back away
Blue
with the
team
puncture
hero
as well.
has
Super
been
IMM,
slain.
Vans into deep, gets taken down. Yoshi with the grab on towards Zenny. Zenny is taken down very low, but he will not be able to get another Raging Phantom on towards
Legendary.
to connect on
Red
towards
team
3, but he
hero
does not
has been
get taken
slain.
down instead. Yoshi is trying to back away, but he will
Red
be able
team
to
turret has
escape.
been
But
destroyed.
what an engage, what a fight, what a play coming in from Team C3 Meraki.
And the
Blue
pokes
team has
coming in from
slain the
Nox are just
turtle.
spectacular.
What the hell, man? And even the pokes coming in from Damien at this point. Did you see how low TN was just from a single skill one, a single super position, and a basic attack? And yeah, looking at the build as well, Nathan or Damien on that Nathan is going crazy. He almost, it's not even 8 minutes yet, and he already almost had the holy crystal and another Federasi on with Skyfall. He gets taken down by Damien. Another Yoshi pops in the grab on towards Damien, but he will not be able to take anyone down. He is sticking onto him, but he will be very hard to get. TN comes in with the puncture, but he gets taken down as well. Damien gets the triple kill. Another shadow kill from Van Morales
Legendary.
on towards the and another quad shadow as well. He is able to take that collapse. The collapse has been collapsed by Van Morales. Another engage, another quad shadow. They are playing this out aggressively. They know that team BBH are tagged in the corner. And the Skyfall is trying all he can. Team BBH are trying another quad shadow, another raiding and on towards the connect on towards three. Damien might get taken down here by Zesty Lemon. Then he is taken down very low. He gets taken down as well. Van Morales is in a tough spot, but he gets the shadow kill. Another very good time when coming in and connects on towards three by Super IMM. Is able to take 3 of them down. And Van Morales, Yoshi with the stick grab on towards Van Morales. He is trying to back away, and Van Morales is trying to take him down with the quad shadow, but he will not be able to. Another immobilize coming in from Yoshi, but he will not be able to take Super IMM down. Another Tyrant's Revenge on, but he is not able to connect it on towards Yoshi. Is able forced to flicker out. They are still trying to engage. Another shadow kill from Van Morales is able to take Yoshi down with him. Super IMM is trying to back away. Nox is trying to is still poking them down. Damien is back up, and I think this time around he is taking the purple buff and the neutral objective, the first god of the game. The look at the economic difference. It's the first time in this series that it's gone above 10,000. What are your opinions about that, Asher?
That's completely wild and illogical. Like, how would that Nathan would be able to do so much?
Another engage on towards Damien right now with the Raging Phantom is able to connect, but Damien is able to take Skyfall down once again. That wasn't enough backup. That was a bad engage from Skyfall, trying to take Damien down, but that backfired on him as he falls yet again. And they are trying to, and the whole defense in the bottom lane gets poked. Look at the damage. Yoshi almost gets taken down. If he got one hit from that Van Morales, he would have got taken down by the Sky Piercer, but is able to escape. Recall spamming coming in from both sides, trying to taunt each other. Super IMM trying to charge up the time's revenge. Will he commit it onto it? Another quad shot onto TN, and he gets taken down in an instant, and Skyfall is in danger as well. Yoshi is trying, but he gets the grab, but is able to get taken down. Van Morales in the back line on towards Skyfall, but this might be it. But the minions get cleared out. But Skyfall gets taken down, so does Damien. Van Morales trying with the quad shadow all he can. Only Collapse is left standing. Will he be? But he will not be able to defend. Super IMM and Zenny both go towards, and Super IMM also got that time revenge onto us too. But the base is still standing at some HP. Super IMM gets taken down, but Van Morales goes in, and we have our winners. We have our champions. Congratulations to team C3 Meraki for winning this out. You guys fought, and GG, well played team BBH as well. That was a super hyped match. This was the match we have all been waiting for. How do you
What
like the
a
match?
game! What a game coming in from C3 Meraki, the final game, and it was a snowball after snowball. You like we were not getting any time to rest, Raider. There, you were just going on, and like the fights were just going on after one another. They were not giving any breathing room for the side of Bahut Bura Hua, and definitely Bahut Bura Hua unke saath. But it was a very good fight that they put up against C3 Meraki, and a very good job. And congratulations to our winner of Shadow Pulse League, C3 Meraki. And as I was saying, absolute cinema, best of five. We want to see five matches. We saw five matches. So that was quite a fun matches, quite fun five matches that we saw. Bahut Bura Hua had a very good chance to come back into the match, but definitely the final game was the deciding factor, and definitely it was a snowball indeed, and great game from C3
Indeed,
Meraki.
Aisha, indeed. What a statement. This wasn't just a win. This was a complete obliteration from the side of C3 Meraki on BBH. They were not killing them, they were obliterating them, they were massacring them, they were dismembering them at this point. It's been so long since I saw a match like this. They didn't just beat BBH; they outclassed them. They outmatched them in every lane, every rotation, every call, every single aspect of the game. They outclassed BBH from being one game away from elimination to flipping the script and taking the entire series. C3 Meraki, the kings of comeback, the rulers of resilience. You are the champions of Shadow Pulse League. GG, well played
Definitely.
both the teams. Every player on the roster, every player, every single player played their hearts out. No hesitation, no fear, just gameplay, just mechanics and pure mechanic from the side of both the teams, especially Damien on that Nathan and Van Morales on that Hayabusa were clear highlights of the match. C3 Meraki just made history. Remember this name, Chad. Remember this name, C3 Meraki. Remember that name.
So one of our viewers on the chat is saying, "I told you, Damien took the caster award personally." So
Yes, he surely did, and he surely did, and I'm very happy that he did. I'm very happy that he did. He took my uh my
well, he
okay.
was not
I
getting
don't
any
even have
MMR from
words.
that Granger spamming, anyways. But definitely, I think that
Yeah,
Nathan was a good pair up, for Damien in the fifth matchup against Bahut Bura Hua, and it played in his favor, and he remained deathless for the most of the match, and with a score of 9-9. That's a very good score for a marksman, and
and
the
the only
MVP
time,
going to Van
the only
Morales as the Hayabusa. What do you have to say
yeah,
about his
Van
play? Because
Morales.
I was just stuck on the screen. I was shouting inside, what is going on with this Hayabusa? Like he's not
Yeah,
recalling, he's not retreating. He
he
was
is
at
not
10% HP. He was
but
at
he
10%
still
HP in
went
the
in
final.
with the shadow kill, and that play, that should be someone record that play from Super IMM and Van Morales at the red, at the orange buff. Did you see that? Like, they were backed away in a corner. Zesty Lemon got two kills on two people, but when Damien got shut down as well. But we saw that Van Morales was getting the orange buff quietly right there, and but all of the member of team बहुत बुरा marched on him, but Super IMM came in clutch and like turned the match around. That save, that clutch moment from Van Morales with the shadow kill and Super IMM on that Kufra, man. That was fucking insane, man. Someone clip that moment. Someone clip that fucking moment, man.
I think our yeah, I think our wonderful host average.
Yeah, you're very right.
It was a rise of legends indeed, and our host Average Rick will be working on that clip later for you guys. So stay tuned onto his channel and like and share and subscribe the stream as well as his channel so that it can reach to more viewers.
So I think that's it. That's the final highlights of the match were Van Morales, and as we already talked about them. And yeah, from down in the lower bracket to rising above it all, as Answer has already said, as our host Average already said, this was more than just a tournament. This was them making a legacy. To every viewer, every fan, every squad that fought with pride in this Shadow Pulse League, thank you for making Shadow Pulse League what it is. And on behalf of myself, me, your caster, Raider will be signing off, and I'll let Asher carry on.
Yeah, so
So I'll
thanks.
be signing off as well. Thanks to our host, Average Rick, for giving us the opportunity to cast in his tournaments. And thank you, Raider, for joining me in this wonderful tournament between C3 Meraki and BOHUT BURA HUWA. Definitely, it was a statement and a rise of legends for the side of C3 Meraki, and a very good game and a very spectacular win for them. And thank you for giving us 5 matches. Like it was spectacular, all the matches. So thank you for that. Thank you. Over to you, Averick.
Okay, so thanks for both of you guys. You guys did a wonderful job. And slowly but steadily, we will be shifting towards the last giveaway for the day. We have around, well, I've taken down all the names, so we have around
Flowers bloom
32
across the
names for
land,
the giveaway.
and our
And
celestial
I'm just
city
waiting for
thrives in an
if anyone
era
else
of
wants to join
peace.
away. This will be the Starlight giveaway for the month of August. And there are 32 names as of now. The winner needs to be active, so that's something that needs to be there.
Beside still waters, I commune with memories, sharing a
Okay,
silent
I'm gonna
toast with
start
the ghosts of
the
my past.
spin, or I'm gonna start the duck race in like 1 more minute, and I'm just waiting if anyone else wants to join by any new names. Kaiko is already there. Okay, Tompi, Anurag. Okay, let me put his name as well. By the way, guys, Anurag is Brody Ricardo. So, yep. Vikram Gaming. Nainzita is already there. Hi, Kanji. Welcome to the stream. Saurav, Keiko. Yep. So, yeah, casters actually did a very great job, especially Ash and Ricardo. They stayed from Ricardo was not supposed to be casting today, but still he came by when the other caster was missing. So that's very nice of him. And Ash, with the wonderful voice, he did actually what he was supposed to do and more than what he was supposed to do. So thanks for helping me up. And let's just go with the Starlight giveaway and then we can call it a day. So I'm just putting out the new names who are coming up. And this will be the Starlight giveaway. And I guess 35 names. That's it. We have around 7 viewers. So probably my name should be there too. Yup, your name is there too. Octopus. Yeah, Octopus is there. Okay. So yeah, all the names are almost there. I'm gonna go and do it. Again, it will be going for 69 minutes, 69 seconds, as that's my lucky number. And let's see, guys. By the way, the winner needs to be active, so let's go for that. Yep, yeah, Habibi's name is also there if you see. This is Habibi Mitra. You had two accounts, Habibi Mitra, and there was another one, so both the names are already there. This will be the Starlight giveaway, and also then I will declare the winners of the rank holders for the monthly giveaways as well. So because we today at night we will be resetting all the score lines. So yep, the PASA balance, the rank of the Streamlabs, everything is going to get reset. Correct. So as of now, Saurav is in the front line. Deepika is just behind it. Let's see. Gaurav's quack quack is not there because Gaurav already won the last one. And I guess it's Shelly this time getting the win. Is Shelly here? See, Shelly. Let me give her some time, like 10 more seconds. And yeah, okay. Well, congratulations, Shelly. So you have won the Starlight giveaway for the month of August as well. So please join our Discord. I'm putting the Discord link below with the command, and then ping the owner so that I can follow you up and can give you the Starlight card. Okay. And again, let me declare the winners of the monthly giveaways. Okay. Just give me one moment so I can do that stream as well. Let me put it back over here. Let them do fuck fuck. अरे भाई. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. The weekly diamond. I'm gonna do the giveaway for the monthly logs, the ones who are the monthly winners, the rank holders, and also we are gonna reset the amount. Let's just reset that right now. I'm gonna reset the PASA balance first. Hi Ash, welcome to the stream. Let's cancel the race, okay? For the top, for the rank holders, for the top three, there is a short giveaway. There is no race. For number 4 to 10, there will be one giveaway, like one spin. That will be spin. No, like that is a short giveaway. There, it's not like they have to be active or not because they have watched the stream for the rest of the month, which is why they are coming and falling under the rank holder. That's a monthly. Okay. Let me see. Let me just remove myself. Yeah, guys. Let me check the ranks so I can take the names of the top 10. Okay, someone just checked rank, I guess, before I could. So that went for yeah. Someone just checked the rank before I could, so that went on cooldown. Okay, just give it a couple of minutes, then it will be then we will be able to see that as well. So I can see Jiren on number one, then a Lemla, then Kenji, then Saurav, Gaurav. So top three are getting that show. Finally, Jiren becoming as the top one going to get a Starlight, and Lemla is getting a Weekly Diamond Pass, and Kenji is going to get nothing. So from number three to what was in the description? Let me this time I will be going back and going to read the description as well. What do I keep put in my descriptions? I have to check. If that's a 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2 and then spin, I will check and then I will decide. Not gonna change it on my mood. Let's see, I will be able to see it on this one. Okay, guys. So top one, choose between Starlight card or Weekly Diamond Pass. Rank 2 wins the Weekly Diamond Pass. And okay, so rank 3 to 10, one lucky will be using Dark Race to win. Okay, so number 1 and 2 a short gift, and number 3 to 10 gets into the spin wala section. Okay, so let's see who gets into the spin wala section. So it's Kenji. So okay, I have to type the name up. That's Kenji Kumar Saurav Gaurav Natsu Gaming Iran Yeager Anna is six. Okay. Who is Pom Pom as well, I guess. Yep. Can anyone do it? Okay. Gaurav, Natsu Gaming, Eren Yeager, Anna, Shomik, and who is number 10? Who is Pom Pom, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it's 9 though. They are giving 9 names. How is Kenji showing on the first? Okay, my bad, guys. Sorry, my bad. Kenji won the Starlight, and वेट 4 2 5 नहीं 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 केंजी मैंने जाके डिस्क्रिप्शन पढ़ा पीछे जो सोलो वाला स्ट्रीम वीडियो रहता है ना जिधर डिस्क्रिप्शन लिखा हुआ होता है उधर है कि फर्स्ट को ऑप्शन जाएगा स्टारलाइट और वीकली डायमंड पास सेकंड को वीकली डायमंड पास एंड फ्रॉम 3 to 10 we will do the spin. Okay, so my bad, guys. The Streamlabs was showing on the basis of your points, not the watch time. Now, when I see the watch time basis, it's on the basis name queue. Yeah, 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 your name will not be there. So it will start with Lemla Chen. Yup. So that's why your name was showing with. It will be starting from Lemla. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are only 9 names coming up now. Let me see again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eren Yeager. Have I taken have I taken Eren Yeager? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 8, 9. Who is number 9 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, Shasomik's name is also there. Okay. Yeah, I took a name up. So for number one, which is our Kenji, you are getting us. You have your option whether you want a Starlight or you want a Weekly Diamond Pass. And for number 2, for Jiren, you are going to get a Victory Diamond Pass. And for Lemlar to Shawmik, for number 3 to number 10, I'm gonna do the duck race. It is again going to be for 69 seconds. The winner is going to get a Victory Diamond Pass, okay? So let's go for it. This is a monthly giveaway, the giveaway that we are doing for the month. Okay, it's only for the viewers who have stayed and who have viewed and got their ranks up when I solo stream and all. Okay, that's for those people only. Let's see. Somik is at the back. Who is Pom Pom is also going forward. Anna is almost going to win. Saurav is being the Batman. He is a duck man. Duck Batman. Gaurav is also there. Anna is also moving forward. I want to see what happens to Shawmi's ducks and Lemla's duck because both the ducks were at the behind and they were falling back. I just have to see what. I don't know why Aaron's duck looks like that. There's still a boost is going to happen. I'm pretty sure now Somik is boosting. Shawmik's duck is boosting. Aaron Yeager's duck is also boosting. Lemla is still not boosting, and Aaron probably is going to win this one. And yes, looks like Aaron Yeager finally got the weekly diamond pass as well. So congratulations, Aaron Yeager, for winning the third weekly diamond pass. Let me do one thing. Gaurav, this one is a monthly giveaway, so they don't need to be online. That's the trick. So Aaron just needs to ping me up and ping me in Discord. I will also mention this in the description from the next stream that the winners for the month of July are Kenji, Jiren, Aaron, and the participation prize goes for Lamla as well because see her her watch time was around 33.83 hours, so that's huge. That's from my side. Okay. So these are the bonus prizes of monthly winners. And then from today onwards, we are going to start the new race. So I'm gonna reset the loyalty base after the stream is over. For the time being, I'm gonna reset the PASA balance for everyone. Hope you guys like that as well. Okay, guys. So the PASA balance has been reset because a month is end. Like I said, every month we will reset the PASA balance. So we will start with the new PASA balance. We will start with the Pokemon game from Monday. Today is the day of happy weekend and again. Team C3 Meraki, the last match was phenomenal. Congratulations on winning the Shadow Pearls League Season 2 Journey of Legends and good luck everyone. Hope you guys have fun and we will meet you guys on Monday. Happy weekend guys. Take care.